All right, tell me if you can't hear me out there. Okay, welcome back to Variant Roles. We are doing Dragon Heist in mass. We are really going after it between our 4 streams. This is the spring crew. We are running every Saturday morning. Welcome to the group if you're new to the show. If not, just want to say welcome back. We'll do a recap in a moment, and just as usual, I want to send a thank you out to Derek and Brendan Victor. Just for the use of their music, which has been such a great backdrop for the city of Waterdeep. So, who wants to do the recap? And I mean by wants, I mean who wants to roll well or poorly.
Poorly. Oh, I got a 3, so.
I got a 14. Oh, thank God.
I got a 7.
But see, what matters is what I roll.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Oh,
Ah.
7.
Oh, it's not me.
It's not the 3.
Thank
I heard a
Who had
14.
Yeah, I'm the 3. Who had 7?
I had 7.
That's
I
close.
was 6.
14.
Ah, shit.
It's Kyle.
It's
What'd
Kyle.
you get, Techno Scald?
It's Kyle.
16.
16. Oh,
16.
yep, that's the 7.
Yeah, it's a 7. Oh, shit. Where are my notes?
That is a great start.
Just wing it.
No, it's weird because I took a bunch of notes last session, but it looks like
I didn't hear the word notes.
It's
in
like
there.
somebody went over and with
I
an
have
eraser.
it does look like somebody. No, it doesn't. It looks like I didn't take them at all.
Looks like somebody
Since
spilled
session
coffee on my
4.
paper. What happened?
The dog. It was the dog.
Well, okay, in the name of brevity,
I can
we will
go.
move on. And I know that Techno Skull has put some great notes down, and he's always got such a great rendition. We're going to go with that this week. You've been given the reprieve, Alna.
No surprise.
So the last time
Yeah.
we went into the Temple of Gond and we met Villetta?
I
Valletta.
do have those notes. There it is.
Villetta, yes.
Good notes.
And then we met Nim, who is a piece of metal who thinks that it is a person, but it is not a person. It is just a piece of metal.
Wrong.
They locked themselves in. This is in character, all right?
I know.
Kyle is not actually doing it. Octavia picks the lock inside. This sad robot had a workshop full of things that they were creating and got in very much trouble with Valletta, who did not like this thing. Instead, we were asked to bring proof of because Nim had created yet another construct, and that construct, we believe, is the assassin. And so we must bring proof of this destruction for 500 gold pieces. We went back to Troskor. We met with Renair, who was waiting for us, who is investigating the Gentarim. Apparently, Lucienne had a toy much like Nim in her childhood. This is somewhat concerning to me. And Renair has daddy issues, all galore. Because his daddy sent a spy for him, Dalakar, who apparently that was the gnome that we met before, who ran away in the purple smoke. We are looking for the Stone of Galore. Yes?
Yes.
Hence the name of the episode. The episode.
The whole episode, I do not know the name of the whole episode, but I take you at your word, omnipresent authority figure. We went to Gralhund Villa, a Gentarim hideout, which is a very nasty. You do not want to take your grandmother there. It is very bad. It is very gross. And Rainier warned us about this. Body statues of individuals and carnal acts, etc. We will not go into detail for that. However, Open Book, as a hero of Force Grey and Grey Paws, landed with the aerial cavalry inside the courtyard. The others finally made it across. Apparently, they are no good with walls. Apparently, walls are very much an impediment to this group because we had very much trouble, except for Octavia, who can leap tall buildings in a single bound. Octavia, you are wonderful.
Thank you.
Alna is not a dog person. We learned that. Alna really does not like dogs. But the groundskeeper who tried to sound the alarm and tried to attack us was quickly subdued, and now we are inside the guardhouse. And apparently, my companion who brought us the Griffon says that we have broken the law and that only the City Watch can do this. And it is my position that as a stalwart member of Force Grey, we must defend the city against all threats. And besides, Lucien is our ticket out of jail.
So
I
much
just-
faith.
Okay.
Oh, this would be great.
Oh, that's still terrible. Okay.
I
I was hoping. I'm way blown out, guys. All right, so you are in the middle of Gralhund Villa. Emma, do you feel that
Yes.
we've left something out?
No, I'm just having a moment because this situation is ridiculous.
It's not even that
What
bad.
are the laws you're possibly breaking here?
So
We went through
many...
the list last time, didn't we?
Oh no,
Yeah, I
that's
think
not.
we did.
None.
I'm just gonna guess arson. I mean, we haven't done it yet, but we probably will.
Destruction of property,
Preemptive
trespassing.
arson.
I mean, later
I
you'll be
think-
covered in too much soot to write it down, so you should write it down now.
Trespassing we can probably blame on the Griffin Rider because he was the one who landed the landed book in there. I've been thinking about that.
You were in pursuit. That's interesting.
huh. Oh, I heard someone cry for help in the building. We should go inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I mean, that
I mean,
sounded like mechanical whirring in there, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Active terrorist.
you are in pursuit of terrorists. Oh no.
The Code Legal is not a suicide pact. That's what I learned in 2001.
Okay, so what did you see when you went inside at the end of the last session?
Weren't we in like a guard barracks?
We saw
And then-
mostly nothing.
and then
It
upstairs.
was Octavia
or
who was.
Octavia.
Yes, because I do the building leaping thing, and
Mm.
I
Yep.
came in and saw, I believe, Lady Gralhund was my recognition with a guard.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Her guard, resplendently dressed. He looks amazing, and has a rather embellished rapier that he is holding out towards you as you come in through the balcony doors on the second story, 20 feet off the ground. There's a whole lot of confusion as to how you just skip the stairs. Totally on the level, though, right?
Yeah.
On the level.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize this water closet was occupied. I'll just
What are you doing in my chambers?
I'm gonna look around for a minute. Is this a bedroom?
It is.
Oh, this looks really good. Really, really good.
So, Yala Gralhund is surrounded by her guard, but also a tall four-poster bed, and there is a locked chest in the room as well. Well, you can tell it has a lock on it, and there are wardrobes and various other boudoir accoutrements.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
the word I wanted to hear.
Boudoir.
Word of the day.
Boudoir accoutrement.
That's a D&D character.
Or a Wild West character.
Writing it down.
Anybody
Next
know the name Fatal? No, I don't know the name Fatal.
Okay, so you're making an attempt to explain yourself as to why you're entering in through the second story window while the house is under attack.
So Octavia takes a moment and kind of stutters and realizes she doesn't really do the lying part very well. It's just, I was I'm just gonna see myself out. If you don't mind, I was gonna take a step towards the door.
The guard imposes himself between you and the door and tries to pin you towards the corner.
Oh, that's not gonna end well for you, buddy.
Probably not.
I'm gonna hunter's mark him.
All right. In the name of Lady Yalhunt, Yala Gralhund.
Yalla,
Yalla.
Yalla Gralhund sounds like something the kids say.
Yeah.
Yalla.
In the name of Lady Gralhund, explain yourself. You must be with the Zentrum. I tell you, spy, you will not have the lady today.
He's shouting.
He is.
Would we have
shouting.
heard this?
Not from the guardhouse down
Okay.
below.
Cool.
Though those in the in the yard would definitely have heard a commotion upstairs.
I think that's just Alna.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
is where's Book at?
Book is inside at Lucien's side because Lucien has our guard and Lucien is our hero.
It is also worth noting that I mentioned it to the group before I hopped up that I was going to go check out upstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
I also look like Harmond Craddock. Just so
Oh,
you
yeah.
yeah, not Hammond, Harmond, his twin brother.
Yes.
I know.
And you're also wearing the regalia of the house.
Yes. So
Great.
Totally on the level. You belong here.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that downstairs there is no other exit from the room you are in.
okay, should we book? Let's head
There's
back
nothing
out.
in here.
Not much in here.
It is a guardhouse.
Okay.
Well, we have to try to get into the main building somehow.
It's odd you haven't seen any guards yet, though.
No guards in the guardhouse. It's not a good
Question.
sign.
Do we hear the city watch approaching, or are they still far away?
Yes,
You
because
do, in fact, hear them.
I
I
mean,
have illusion.
Yeah.
Does that mean they actually are? We don't know.
We can't tell anymore.
Do you know what, guys? I'm just gonna get into one of the beds and just go to sleep.
No, Lucien, you cannot give. Look, where is your book of motivational phrases?
Yeah. When the going gets tough, you better get going. That's what it says.
There you go.
Okay, I'll go out into the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting when you walk back into the courtyard. Not only do you hear the shouting from above, but the corpse of the groundskeeper,
He's
Is he
not
dead?
dead.
He's not dead. He's still alive.
he's
Yes,
not
we
dead.
we-
It's odd though. There is a
specifically-
blood pool on the ground where his body was laying, and it's actually kind of like flickering shadows in the area. But the groundskeeper is up and is walking towards the. You see him vanish into the other building to the southeast, the stables.
Hmm.
Let me just.
What was that about the flickering shadow?
Oh, buddy, that ain't good.
Book, can you just do me a quick favor? Just because it'll help us in the long run. Just prestidigitation that blood, so it goes away.
But I didn't get. There was Corey. You said
Can-
something about flickering shadow at the blood. What was that?
It looks like the shadow of a corpse, and it's sort of glitchy. It's not really.
Like laying where he was.
Yeah, there's no body there.
Mm.
There's a pool
I
of
would like-
blood, and it's just kind of flickering.
Can I make an Arcana check? Please, on the
Sure.
shadows.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do something like that because we didn't.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
It will go far away from the shadows.
21.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it strikes you that that there are things that you can do to an individual to make them into a shadow, but that only works after dark. So you're not really sure why there would be a flickering shadow where this body should be, but there's no body. And beyond that, it doesn't seem to be of a magical nature.
Should we help Octavia or go and see what the fuck is going on?
I mean, I'm going to go help Octavia. I do not know the Shadow Man, who is no longer a shadow, but is a shadow, and who went to the stables. I do not know him.
And we did
I
not
do
kill
not
him in the first place.
I'm-
Alna, come inside. Well, no, Alna, look at that thing and then come inside.
Unless
Oh,
not there.
Alna stepped away. Sorry. Realize that. Okay.
Book, I want to go see what he's about.
Okay.
You guys can handle the thing upstairs.
Okay.
Wait, you are going
Sorry,
outside
that
or
was
you're
the
going?
player Whitson. Sorry, Kolonov is like, yes, sounds good. You've got it.
Lucien, where do you want me to go? Tell me and I will follow your orders.
As an honourable member of Force Grey, you can
Yes.
make a solid decision.
No,
I'm
but
sure.
what did you just say? No, you told me
Oh.
to go.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I think to look and see what that guy's up to. I
You
feel
said we
like they-
should go-
I thought you were going to go. I'm confused.
Okay, yes, I will go upstairs just as you command.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
We are here under the authority of the City Watch, are we not? As well as Forge Grey.
Yeah, I should probably
Strange,
stay.
when you give orders to people, you are almost sort of responsible for what happens to them, aren't you, Lucian? Perhaps
Okay,
you should
okay,
tell
I'll
me
go
what to
with-
do too. Where should we go, Lucian?
I do not understand. This is how it works, is it not?
It is
Yeah.
how it works. You are correct, Lucian. You
Okay.
are the ranking official here in this situation. Please take all of it on your
I'm
This
glad.
is
This is
all
why what we are
on
doing is completely
me.
legitimate.
Yes,
Yep.
it is all
This
on
is
you.
all-
Your very capable shoulders.
Yeah, if ever when we get found, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Harai just starts twitching. Fuck it. Okay, let's go upstairs. Forget the
All right.
groundskeeper. We'll kill him later. What?
I follow the path to the front door. Is where I'm trying. Not the front door, but the other door in the courtyard, directly south of the gate we came in.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the front
that
door.
one right there. I don't know how to do things, but that one right there.
You click and hold with the pointer selected.
Ooh. Oh, I see. I see.
We are,
Here.
I don't know where.
There, that one.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
We pinged, guys.
Yay. Hopefully
Yeah.
I moved you.
Good at computers today.
Okay. So, Octavia, we're going to say that you are sort of being cornered upstairs at Sword Point in a negotiation situation where it's going to be you don't really have a weapon drawn at the moment.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
I
you
had two
did?
X's out. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm not going in
this
unarmed,
gets
like,
a little
that's just-
more dangerous.
Yeah.
That might not be better.
I actually had one extra question, and that is that what's lighting this room?
Daylight at the moment.
Okay.
There are numerous windows.
Prestidigitation in the sun. You'll be fine.
No, I take that back. There are only the door windows that are on the wall there that you've come through.
So if I went far enough away from that, might the light become dim?
Ooh.
No, I don't think that it'd be dim in there.
Oh, okay. I'll
It
just have
is
to open
broad
another door.
daylight outside.
The atmosphere on Earth, man.
It was worth a try, Octavia.
Yeah.
It is-
Next time we break into a place, we're doing it at night.
Yes, and we're doing it on Mars, where the shadows are shadows.
Okay. Not in this room, but I'm sure that there will be many shadowy rooms
Uh,
in the area.
Oh, I bet. Okay, so yeah, I can be countered and sputtering, and Octavia's just getting more and more worried about this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Right. How do we get up?
Are you
Until-
going downstairs or are you
I
climbing?
was going to take the stairs. Is that not how you were going to do this?
Feel like. Do we know where the stairs are?
No, but I go through the front door, and I assume
Okay.
there will be stairs.
Yeah. Let's do
If
that.
there are not stairs, then I do not know how this house works.
Okay. Let's go into the house.
Okay.
Let's knock first.
What?
Well,
Oh,
in-
horrible burglars.
We're in pursuit of a dangerous murderer.
Yes, we must. Well, if Lucian says we knock, then that is the order of operations. I assume there is some sort of law that requires
am
us to knock on the house of a noble.
I feel like.
Clarifying the situation to make sure that I understand. But I will do as Lucien commands.
I feel like if we just ask permission to enter first, and if they don't come, we can still just knock the door in because we hear our friend in distress,
I'm gonna be dead by the time
and
you
then
guys
it's
get here.
fine.
Okay.
Look, maybe with your superior climbing skills, what if you climbed up to the balcony just to keep an eye on the
I can
situation?
do that. I can peek up around and I can see. I am very good at climbing.
But I think the aim should be very
Yes.
nice. Claws grey. Claws grey. Just another idea. Look, I think the aim should be just to make sure everything. Keep a distance, Just make sure that Octavia doesn't get hurt. If you
Okay,
understand.
I am not here to fight except
Yeah.
for the murderer. Okay.
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 We are the murderer at the moment. So
We
let's...
have no murder. No. Well, okay. I'm not.
I point to the dogs.
Exactly murder, but I take your point. I do.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use my climbing speed, my claws to shimmy up, but I'm just trying to get just high enough so I can get eyesight, hopefully, on Octavia and see what's the situation there.
All right, give me a climb check real quick.
Oh, here's a climb speed.
I have a
You
climb,
climb
speed.
of
I'm at Moxie.
Gets
20.
20. Yeah, 20 it should be. Yeah, climbing 20 feet.
so then you are able to just get up to the top of the rise, and you are able to peek over the edge.
We'll go in front.
Okay.
I
You're able to see a rapier being brandished in Octavia's face, right inside the door, where he is just off to the other side of the door, where he's going to have a hard time getting to it. Octavia does have a weapon drawn and is making sort of like tappings against the other. I mean, like, get this out of my face. That's not how you talk to people.
There might be a fight in a second, but not yet. But we should hurry before they stab here.
Okay. All right. As you walk in downstairs, Lucien and Kulinov, scattered about the room are several corpses.
Oh no.
Again.
There appears to have been some sort of massacre. There are 8 corpses in the livery of House Gralhund laying about, as well as 2 dead individuals with the tattoos you have come to recognize as the Zentarim, the flying snake. They're wearing
Great.
black armor, black leather armor, studded leather. The place is a gory mess.
We have walked into. I feel like they're busy. Perhaps we should come back.
No, I think we should go to Lady Gralhund and say
I
we're
was
here to
afraid you
rescue
were
her.
going to say that. And then we go,
I
fine.
look like a guard. We go in, we say we're here to
Insert
rescue
ourselves
her.
into another dangerous situation. I'm right behind you. Let's do it.
As you
it.
look
Gotta fix
around,
it.
there are stairs to both your left through a doorway and to your right in a much grander stairwell.
Oh, the bigger stair. We will take the bigger stairs, I think.
Does it look like it goes up to closer to where we think the room would be? The bigger
Pretty
stair.
close.
You
Okay,
don't know
yeah,
where the
that's-
stairs are. You don't really know where you're going in the house.
The bigger stairs, I would take.
Yeah,
I would
let's take the
bigger
bigger stairs. Bigger
Those
stairs.
grand-
Bigger
Grander
stairs
stairs, you
go
mean?
upstairs.
Yeah.
Taller
Grander,
stairs are
grander
probably
stairs.
servants' quarters or something. I don't know.
In spite of the mess, Lucien looks around in awe. One day.
One day.
One day.
One day I'll have balconies like these to throw people off of.
Oh my gosh, yes.
One day more.
Till revolution.
Another day, another destiny.
No.
So I should still be kind of on
Now we're all really gonna die. Brought that voodoo on us.
Right.
So I don't think I've dropped back down. I think I'm still kind of watching
Tired.
Octavia trying to report down, and then I guess maybe Lucien and Kulinov go inside, but I'm not sure I'm doing that.
Yeah, you staying on the balcony.
Yeah, I think if anything, I'm going to hoist myself up onto the balcony.
Yeah, I
I
feel
like
you're
Book watching me. I like that because he can divine things.
Oh, yeah, I
So,
need to.
As you come to the top of the stairs, there are 3 Zents and 4 veterans, 4 house guards for House Gralhund, sort of defending an open doorway, and behind them, through the commotion, you can see Lady Gralhund and her bodyguard, who has got Octavia cornered.
Oh, hello, Octavia! Good to
Kill
see
the Zent!
Clang, clang, clang of the swords fighting between you.
I wave an axe.
I
I'm a
see.
pull-
This is the problem. Now we are going to be killed by these guards because they are all afraid.
Nah, we kill the Zents.
No, look, they're terrified. Look at them.
Kulinov,
Yes.
you notice that Octavia's eyes seem to be glowing an ever so slight mint green.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh
It's an
no.
odd thing to notice as we roll for initiative.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Right. Kill the Zents! Don't kill the guards. That's what I say before we roll. Because I look like a guard. It'll look really weird if I turn on them.
That's
Okay,
some good
in front of
initiative.
us, there are Zentarum. Like,
Let me open up the tracker here.
are they like fighting? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fighting.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
They're fighting.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I don't want to like be like, yeah, that's what he said, and then like kill everybody. And then be like, oh, those are the special guards.
Oh, Kolonov, the Zents are the ones that are closer to you.
Yeah, those three, right?
Easy.
That's what-
But again, I'm not. I didn't come up the stairwell. I was at the climbing up the balcony.
And Olin's still outside.
He'll
Yeah.
fix it in a second. He's got stuff. He's got the
Oh.
turn order up.
I think he's just swapped you and Book.
Kill the Zents. Kill the Zents. I can't think of another. I can't think of anything else. That's it.
Kill the sense and then
Game is
kill
getting
more
very
Zents.
intense.
You know, this is gonna be really bad when I then
When
try to
you're
go talk to
done,
the Zents and
Kill more Zents.
ask for favors.
Kill a Zent and then
Kill
kill
a
a Zent. Yeah.
Look
we're
out.
gonna
For
Zed.
Zent.
When in doubt, kill the Zents, guys.
kill.
Please.
We are level 3.
Yeah. I have
Yes.
15 hit points.
It's pretty good.
Why do you have 15 hit points?
She got hurt last time,
Yeah.
Oh,
and the time before that.
In the
Yeah.
time before that.
I feel like, yeah, I just get
She's just slightly accident prone.
Just chip damage.
chip damage. Yeah, it's little things that have built up to the fact that now I'm lost a quarter of my health. Great.
All right. So all four of you
Love
go
that.
ahead and roll initiative.
I did.
Corey, could you?
Is that an axe?
Yeah.
Be absurd.
Guess what? I'm
Nice.
resistant to fire damage.
Okay, but you
Right,
gotta
I'm
put it.
ready.
You gotta put your initiative into the tracker because I've shown you it's all still zeros.
I'm a 15.
Oh.
I can't do it because, again. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
can't either. I don't
Yeah,
have the.
I
ability
can't.
to
I
do
can't touch the token.
that. Yeah, it's not set up right.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Okay.
Sorry, friend.
I would try.
Well, you know what that means, right?
What?
Last in the
Okay.
initiative order.
But I rolled a 26.
Oh my gosh.
Not
how
according
do
to
you
roll
even-
20.
Oh no.
Wait, can we? Is it roll? Can't we do like an auto?
Yeah,
What?
you'd think so, but no, for some reason.
Oh,
We,
that's
All right,
weird.
we don't
Lucian.
have character sheets, or at least I
I
don't
got a
have.
15.
There should be a roll all. I feel like there should be a roll all, but
There
Well,
is
we
roll 20.
book.
Come on.
You have to have it set up. The book is 14,
I mean,
and book should be at the balcony, not in the stairway.
Okay. Kulinov?
Yes, I rolled a 18.
Okay.
I like that number.
Not bad.
Glad I didn't use any of my spell slots outside.
Was very smart.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I'm in a music mood today. Because
26 for Octavia?
Yes.
That's
That is-
insane.
Springing around. I got a feeling.
I got a feeling that this fight's gonna be a massacre.
Oh no. Could have just said good fight. You could have just said good fight.
Yeah.
No.
It's okay.
That's not as accurate.
All right. There we go. We're on it. Excellent, Octavia. What do you got?
So I'm in a corner, backed into a corner at this guy's sword point, and he thinks I'm evil. But then my friends are trying to kill the Zents, so can I just delay?
You can absolutely hold.
Good call. Good call.
Or you can talk your way out of it, you know.
He's really, really bad at that.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'll be. I'll. Oh.
I was
It'll be
anticipating you might get a few holes poked in you, but no worse for the wear. Okay.
Still might.
You can hold your action for a specific condition.
Oh, I was asking if I could like delay wholesale.
Is it?
Until initiative number.
Let's say after Kolonov.
Okay.
Let's make
I
it-
was gonna say. Oh, I don't know if I can. I was gonna say I can
Because
try and. help
Once
you.
he smacks a Zend, I feel like my argument gets better.
Probably.
Okay.
This is there's well. I can't remember what I think. so never mind. I was thinking this was a Gentrim place.
I don't.
No,
I
this
think
is Lady Gralhund. Well, this is the Gralhund Villa for the.
Which we had been told by Rhaenyra is a Gentrim hideout.
Yeah, well, that has been mentioned to us. But
Yes,
that
so-
seems wrong.
I agree. I think it's a mistake.
Or they just decided to not like each other. It doesn't matter. They're all dead.
Okay.
Is it my go then?
It is, in fact, cool enough.
Excellent. The Zen closest to me on the north side of the map. I will the top one.
Yes, one right
I
in front of
will-
you.
Yes, I will swing at his face. I will draw my sword in one motion and
Yeah.
hit.
That sounds like a good plan.
And I'll be hitting him twice, so I'll just roll again because
Oh my.
I rolled terrible. Oh, and I'm level 3, which means I crit on a 19 now. Which is not relevant at all. I didn't roll one.
Dang it.
I rolled a 12 and a 17. Either of those hit?
I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain the 17 will hit, so you can go ahead and roll that one first.
Cool. Then that is...
Yeah, they both hit.
That is... Oh, they both hit. Excellent. That is 8 damage from the first one. And 4 damage for the second one. Or, sorry, 5 damage for the second one.
13 damage. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. You just back across his neck, and just a fine mist and spray across the wall in a single line.
Oh, good.
First blood has been drawn.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, and with that, the the veteran in the center is going to take an attack as well against the center one. No, he's going to attack the same one that you attacked.
Attacked.
Yes.
And that will definitely hit. And he does 6 points. No. 6 points of damage. Perfect. Next veteran. This guy's got a weird handlebar mustache. He's in the back. He's wearing like a conical helmet, you know. He was like, you attack that guy, attack that one, and he's otherwise unable to be effective. He's got a great strategy going though. I'll give it to him.
I drew him.
You drew. Yeah, yep. That's he's got to have the mustachio curlios.
Yeah. I sell art, guys. This is, you could have this.
For free?
You know what? We got some people in there watching right now. You know, they could just hit that
Yeah.
hit that like and subscribe, and we'll pick a winner at the end. We can send that art to you. All right. The veteran further to the south is going to. Let's see. This one, he's got a goatee. It's pointy and long. He's very devil mustache and goatee. And this guy is very French accent. Come back,
Yeah.
I shall taunt you a second time. And and he's going to just taunt because that is a terrible, terrible swing with his short sword.
I drew him too. But
And the
If we
one to the
win-
north, hopefully he can do a little better.
If we
Yeah,
win,
that's a
I'll shoot.
19. Excellent. So he will also deal 6 damage to the same one that you have been damaging, who is now looking quite destroyed. He's looking a lot like the guys that are laying on the floor that didn't make it through the previous portion of the battle.
Good.
Excellent. So next will be Lucien.
except Octavia, you delayed your turn before
yes.
mine.
Oh, yeah.
So
So I'm just gonna like saddle around this guy a little bit and be like, see, there's my friends. Not here to kill you. Fun fact. Would you mind? And I'm just gonna take a step away towards the battle, trying to give the noble a good berth as well.
The guard does look a little bit confused at the battle behind him and you being in front of him. He takes a quick look over you and does not see any Zentrum tattoos, and ushers the lady back around the corner, away from you, but still stays between you and her.
Deal.
He knows his job.
All right. I'm going to chuck a few things at one of these Zents.
Okay, the one with the handlebar mustachio, he's standing right inside the door with his back to you.
I mean, sounds like the enemy's got cover. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to chuck 3 things at. Let's start with the one that's wounded.
All right. Yep. Definitely have line
That,
of sight.
that's a natural one.
A
No,
natural
I
one.
knew you'd do it. I knew you'd do it. I knew.
Your dagger goes flying wide, and it doesn't actually even go anywhere near the door where you were throwing
Oh,
it.
thank God.
It strikes the bodyguard of the lady,
No! I knew this would
bouncing
happen.
harmlessly off of his armor.
Sorry.
Amazing.
And I try again. Okay. That's a 19.
Well, that'll definitely hit. I mean,
Good.
I can't think of anything at level 3 that 19 won't hit.
That's 8
A
piercing damage.
Tarask.
Why would you fight that at level 3?
Never know.
Say it is.
That is 8 piercing.
Yes.
Your dagger sails beautifully over the shoulder of the house guard with the handlebar mustachios, past his compatriots, right in between their shoulders, square into the eye socket
Yes.
of the Zent attacking them.
That's
That
what I was
everybody
going
else seems to have been attacking.
Is that one still up?
No, that will actually put him below, and he falls backwards into Kulanov's arms, with a dagger sticking pommel first out of his face.
I
Um,
I
take
like raise my sword and then his head lolls back and the dagger's there and I'm like, oh.
I take the one last dagger and say, I deal it one more time and I flip it and chuck it at a fresh one.
Ooh, 50-50 here.
Fresh
Let's see
one.
who you're gonna attack this time.
Could be either one.
Natural 20.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it.
I don't know if that hits.
Yeet that Zen.
And that's my attack that gets an extra D8 on it.
Yo.
Oh, boy.
This
Dim
feels
rolls.
good. 28 damage.
28 damage with a dagger.
Oh, rogues.
You're a rager.
Yeah.
How
I
are
know,
you so
that's the
rogue?
joke.
So this dagger goes flying, and this happens to be the special weighted one, the one that was also actually in the beholder.
No, it's
Hi.
actually chisel number 3.
Oh, it's
Oh, Nim's got chisel number 3.
I'm sorry,
That's
Nim
right.
has that.
Yep.
So
Oh, wait.
Chisel
I
number
go
3.
sailing across the room, punctures through the back of the helmet of this guard, or this Zent. It's not through the back of his helmet, sorry, through his nose guard, and the little metal piece falls off, and it's sitting right square between his eyes. He goes cross-eyed, looking at it for a moment, and slumps to the ground.
Oh my gosh. One shot kill. That's insane. Okay. Are there any left?
There is one Zent left, yes.
There's one
Okay.
very screwed Zent.
Not bad.
I want to walk up to them and I want to say, you're outnumbered, put down your weapon, with my rapier drawn in an attempt to get it, de-escalate this combat situation.
That would be, okay.
Intimidation. Who said
Yeah,
that?
that's gonna have to be what it is, because, yikes. That's, I mean, this is a gang that gets tattoos about their dedication. There's no real desertion rate here.
Can I possibly advantage myself because of all this situation with, like, you know, people are dead, I've got a sword out, I look cool. No? Okay, let's roll!
I
You
believe
got
in
it.
14!
You're very
Check out.
scared.
No, that ain't it.
His face immediately blanches, and he realizes the futility of his situation, that he has
Oh.
now got 6-on-1 in this confined space, immediately drops his sword and wets himself.
Yes. I'm like kind of like rapier, like pointing in the chest, kind of like I look really cool. Okay, well that's
That was a
Nice.
rout.
There's like a moment. There's a moment when he does that Kolonov is like, "Yes, good job," and then a small thought enters his head, and he looks down at the necklace of fireball on his neck, and like a moment of horror passes over him as he looks at the very confined space that we're all standing in, and he just takes like a step back away from it.
Oh. Alright. I want to call out to Lady Gralhund and her bodyguard, because I assume that I see that they are kind of standoffish to us.
So the guards in front of you don't give any real indication that they're aware with certainty that you are actually on their side.
Ah,
Okay.
Really? Because I just killed 2 of them.
I sheathe my weapon.
Though you are wearing, you're wearing house regalia, but none
Yeah.
of them know you.
Okay. Then I'm.
Well,
Alright.
Emma,
Right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop disguise self and be regular Lucienne in the city guard robes.
You peel the clothing off of yourself, the magical appearance just falls away, and you're like, "The guard's here! The guards are here!"
I want. Oh no! I thought that would help.
They
I want
don't
to say
seem to
to
be
them,
hostile.
we're here.
They're
Okay,
glad. They're glad.
we're here to rescue Lady Gralhund from the Zentrum attack. Oh, sorry. Damn it. I got. Fuck. Sorry.
That's the noise it makes when you take down your.
That's what magic sounds like. I'm just so popular.
This is what magic sounds like, people. I mean, if you
Yeah.
can't understand that.
when you hear the sound, turn the page.
I say.
That's a
We came
throwback.
here. The city watch are on their way. Let us escort you safely outside so that we can assure your safety, Lady Gralhund.
It was about time you showed up.
I'm sorry
can-
we were late. We were actually held up
use-
in the grounds.
Where's the rest of them?
Can I use
They're on their way.
minor illusion again to make the sound of the beating drums and the griffin roar?
Is it
From
not wear
outside.
off already? I thought that lasted.
No, I could have cast. It's a cantrip. I should be able to cast it again, right?
Yeah.
And I'm next in the order anyway, so
Lasts a minute.
We're
Yeah.
actually dropping initiative at this moment.
Okay.
So
all right.
there,
Well,
there are
anybody-
no hostile combatants. You have one captive Zent.
I want to
That's
say
what I would like to do. Is I would like to make the sounds of the City Watch and the Griffin Cavalry.
Okay.
It might be
the
a little
sounds
bit
of the
wishful
watch sound like they are approaching.
They're
From the room just south of you, you hear someone kicking the walls and doors and yelling, trying to maybe break down a door.
good enough.
Yes, I don't understand.
Maybe.
I look at the guards like questioning, like, what
They-
is?
They look at each other, they're confused, and open the door, and there is this Delacar individual that you have
Delica.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
And Renair addresses him. Erstel, what are you doing?
Watches intently.
No, I want him to
So-
talk to himself.
so
Don't
the,
interrupt him.
Yep. Okay. You got it. All right.
Watches
So
intently.
Erstel turns around and immediately slams into the door again. He said, "You'll never take me alive!" Starts slamming himself into the door. He seems
I walk
very
over and
nervous,
take him alive.
and then
Yeah, I was gonna say.
charges off towards the east side of the room, where he jumps into a bathtub and begins cowering.
Sounds about good.
All right.
Cowards.
Does someone want to tie up this Zent and we can sort out the situation?
Yes, we should talk to this Zent.
Yeah.
Should find out why they are here. I'm sorry, that's very rude to just call someone a Zent. I feel like there's another. I mean, it seems a little. That's like if someone was like, "Hey, you half-orc." Like it feels very similar to like that. So maybe we learn their
The
name.
Zent says the half orc.
No.
Okay, never mind. I changed my mind.
What a dick.
Is he trying? Is there? I go back to the guards. Is there? How many have you been under? How long have you been under attack? What happened? Story time.
I think I'll leave the lady to speak to that. We've done our job.
Sure.
Yeah, that's well. I mean,
if
I
you
did.
would
Your job.
decide to make an attack on the house in the weakened state that it is in, I forewarn you that you shall not make it out alive.
Well, no, of course not. I would not expect. You are all professionals, and I understand the tensions are high, and things and stuff. Just let us in so we can talk to the lady, so we
He
can get out
reaches
of your
down
head.
and grabs a swash of cloth from the Zent on the ground, and wipes the blood off of his sword and resheaths it. And they turn around and they stand aside, let you enter the room with Lady Gralhund.
Excellent.
As I go in, can I say to them, can you deal with that one? And look over to the center room. We want to talk to him later.
Okay. Deal with which one?
The center room. The one
The one we left
alive.
alive.
Yes.
We'll need him for our investigation.
Okay, so you've got him pinned against the wall in the corner there, and he doesn't seem to be going anywhere at the moment. He's kind of sitting down in the corner with his head in his hands, amidst the pooling blood on the ground.
Hey, Kolonov, could you grab my dagger out of that guy's face on your way in?
Oh yes, of course, no problem.
Which one? There's two of them.
Oh, and the other one too. Could you...
Oh yes, of course. There's 1 second. It's stuck in the faceplate.
Oh. Thank you, Kolonov.
Try
I have to
stepping on
wiggle
his
it back
neck.
and forth. 1 second. There we go.
You're the best.
Oh, I bring out the gruesomest in people.
Look,
Okay.
do you want to head in here?
Lady Gralhund seems quite taken, doesn't quite know what to make of everything, and out of the room that the door was trying to be kicked in comes Lord Gralhund. He comes striding out. He's got a weapon drawn, and he's got it pointed towards the bathtub as he walks by. And then he comes into the room, walks past the Zent and into the rest of the party, and he says, "Well then, it's good to see the watch has arrived. It's about time. We've been under assault for nigh on 3 hours now."
I'm sorry for our delay. We saw the Zents and we came in and we thought the worst when we saw the massacre downstairs, but we're glad to see you are both safe.
Yes, well, it would seem that we have come to an unfortunate disagreement with the Zentarum. They were allies for some time, but well, there has been a bit of a misunderstanding, I'm afraid. The Stone of Galore was supposed to be in their possession. However, they were miserable failures at acquiring it, so my brilliant wife thought she should send in her clockwork automaton to fetch it and help with her. Oh, I see you found the necklace of fireballs. Very nice. Please be careful with that. And, well, yes, that's exactly how you're careful with it. I'm sure. Please stand out on the balcony with your newfound toy.
Sir, if you came with us and explained all of this to the watch, I am sure that we could help you.
Well, I'm sure you understand why that's not going to happen. However, I would tell you that that Delacar has not been everything that he was supposed to be.
Yes.
So he just straight up tells us about the Stone of Galore and that the automaton is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Good
it's
thing-
not
good-
really his. It's not really his. You don't get the impression that this was his scheme. You get the impression that his wife has been doing dirty dealings. He says this with a lot of recrimination towards her.
Sir, actually, what I said before, I do insist that you accompany us until we are able to give a full account of what you've just told us and what has transpired between you and the Zentarim. At which point, then I think we can go on our separate ways. And I'm going to use suggestion on him.
Oh.
Yep. Fuck. That's a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Book, you got anything low?
I've got what? Do I have what?
Do you have any low numbers to give him?
What's your DC?
14.
14.
Yeah, he rolls a 9 on the die.
Oh, that's very fortuitous because I hadn't announced what it was he rolled yet. So good to have your build in the party.
Cool. So
I
he
had
has,
very ambiguous thoughts about today, but this was one of the things that was still ambiguous.
So so I specify until we've interrogated him with the City Watch, he will come with us sort of willingly, and then once we done that, then the spell ends. So long as we do that in 8 hours, we're good.
And you don't lose concentration.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
if I should live that long, I shall take you up on your offer to speak with them. But I do not see that as likely. He sits himself down on the locked chest.
Nope. Sorry, you're gonna come.
So,
You've got.
The wife.
I'm going to.
I know. I
Oh.
questioned the wife. We need to talk to the
Oh.
wife.
Oh.
The wife. You have this automaton. Is this true?
As he's doing this, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts on the woman.
Okay.
Guys, we're so cool. We're such a cool.
She does notice that you are casting.
Fine. For the duration, I can read her thoughts. I initially just learned her surface thoughts, what's on her mind what is most on her mind in that moment. That's all. At first.
Yeah. And you can
Yes.
switch people
Okay.
as you go too.
I asked her about the automaton. Is the automaton yours? Is that true?
She looks very nervous. She says, "It's not mine per se. He was a friend, and I needed a friend, and yes, I certainly supplied him with the necklace of fireballs in an attempt to obtain the stone, which I, of course, intended on turning over to the authorities."
Yes, you can skip it.
Blatant lie.
Yeah.
Right there. Blatant lie. You picked that up, Kyle. You actually get the impression that you see that she has dispatched the automaton to take it to the dock ward.
Wait, so I see that she already sent it away. It's not here.
According to what
That's what
she's
she
recalling, she's thinking
right,
she
right.
remembers that she sent this thing away.
But we had the detector go off here, so that's poop.
But you have to be holding.
We did it when we were
Exactly.
in the courtyard.
Yeah, we did.
And
That's
it
how
was
we.
here.
It was
Yeah.
here.
Oh, during the fight, she sent it away. Because she knew.
Damn it,
Door
Corey.
on the balcony was open.
We need to go and talk to Bosswind. We need to go and talk to the City Watch.
I would like to pull out the detector and see if it's still going off.
It does not go off.
Where is my Griffon?
Right, I say, guys, we apprehend him now. Deal with this later. I feel like the bot is a bigger threat.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you're planning on doing that. Since they're in their house, surrounded by all of their guards who are paid by them. So if you want to walk out of here with her, I
Oh
will
no,
help you.
No,
Lord
you're
Crowhund
miss-
comes.
I think you're
Lord
missing
Crowhund is coming
Oh, the
willingly.
Lord is coming willingly. That's true.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
feel like if we ensure that the guards know that we have his permission to take the lady with us too, it should be.
Oh, he will absolutely assist that he is going to come with you.
Yep.
And he'll tell the guards to stand down. I am accompanying the watch.
I link arms with the Lord and say, shall we?
Can I move my so it lasts for a minute? My detect thoughts over to the.
Are you able to change targets with that spell?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
shift around.
Okay.
I can shift it around for during the minute. Over to this other Dalekar or whoever it was that's crouching in the bathtub. It seems like we need this person to come with us.
I agree.
Okay. It's interesting. There's nobody in the bathtub.
What the fuck?
Did he have a cloak when he was in the
Visible.
bathroom?
He was wearing a cloak, but he also snuck out when y'all completely left him to walk into this room. So, or he
Okay.
could have at least.
I mean, we know who he is.
Do you?
Yes.
I have a hunch here. I'm gonna chuck a dagger into the bathtub.
Okay.
Sure, I rolled a hit.
It hits the bathtub.
Okay. Ting, 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 ting.
We're the shot.
I pick it up.
I should have mind spiked him next time.
Next
So, I'm in tracking mode a little bit. I'm looking around. Are there windows in the room that Lord Gralhund came out of?
There are.
Are any of them open?
Yes. In fact, as you walk into that room, you notice that it's a little bit odd.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Uh, So, in the room, you find a table that has an open book on it with the historical family references to the Gralhund lineage. You find there is an odd circle carved into the floor, and there's an open window with curtains fluttering.
Odd circle, noted. Let me look out the window and see if I see a little gnome bustling.
You do.
Can
You see that he has just reached the ground and has
Hunter's mark.
darts off. Yes.
Ah!
Hunter's
I would
mark.
like
He
Can I-
darts
can I-
into the stables.
I yell back, Delacar's in the stables, let's go. And I jump out the window.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep a hold on the Lord and start taking him out.
I'm taking off after Octavia because I have another cunning plan.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with the Lord and the Lady, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna pocket the book on the way.
It's
And
rather
as-
large. It's
Never mind.
home.
Never mind.
As soon as I see the gnome, I'm going to cast a spell.
So he's already in. By the time he's called out, he's already in.
Yeah.
He's in the stables. I understand. I'm saying as soon as I see him, I'm just setting that in advance that when I see him, let me know.
Okay.
I understand he's in the stables. I get that right now. At this moment, I cannot see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, you've got Lord Gralhund. You've got Lady Gralhund is standing there and has clearly conspired with a criminal organization, and conspired with and effected a terrorist attack. You've got a situation where the City Watch is on their way,
Okay.
and you have a whole lot of explaining to do should they arrive.
I think we have everything we need.
I believe that we need to follow the gnome or the
Yeah.
Nimblewright. That gnome is very suspicious.
Gnome first.
Okay,
You say as you wish.
you make your way down the stairs through the main chamber, out and around the side, and enter in through the door where you saw the the groundskeeper actually enter into the stables, as well as Delacar. You see Delacar has taken a saddle horse and has charged out down the road. There is one horse that is this extremely large black mare that is looks absolutely gorgeous. It is not saddled, but the saddles are right next to it, sitting on the ground.
Do it. Do it. I can't do
If
it.
There
only
are
we had
3
a-
other horses still in the stable besides that, but no tack immediately at hand.
If only we had a ranger available.
I have a little bit of animal handling.
It cannot be me.
I have a +2, but I'm not there. I'm still with the Lord and Lady. Boss.
Hunter's Mark, go, Octavia.
Yeah. I'm going
You
to.
begin
I
to
put the
hear-
saddle on.
As you pick up the saddle, you note that the heft of the bags is actually insanely heavy.
Oh, jeez.
Do they jingle?
They clank, actually.
I put it on the horse, and as I'm like buckling underneath, I
Yeah,
kind of
and I'm getting on.
open the saddlebag and look inside.
And
In the saddlebag, you find
It's gonna explode or something.
no, it's not going to explode. What
Like,
kind of guy do you take me for?
that's
Well,
why we asked,
that's a good
Tori.
question.
That's why we asked.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
as I
Let's
fingered
see.
the fireball necklace on my.
Each saddlebag contains 4 5-pound gold trade bars worth 250 gold pieces each.
That
You
is
just go
how
chase him
we
with
go to
this.
the Gralhund family.
take the money.
I'm not even looking at saddlebag. I'm just like trying to make nice with the horse so I can get on it and go.
Sure enough, we must return this to the Gralhund family.
You returned what? I close the saddlebags. Go! Smack!
Octavia!
I got a 16 animal handling.
Yeah.
So the horse is actually wearing horseshoes of speed.
Ooh,
Ooh.
this guy got no chance.
And you make good time catch up to
Oh,
him
no.
within 5 blocks.
Your horse is wearing the shoes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes.
You catch up to him, and you do manage to apprehend Erstil Floxen. By the time you are sort of trying to return to the villa, you notice some familiar faces out front, though. There are about 16 watch present, as well as your old friends,
Blastwind.
Barnabas Blastwind and Saith Cromley.
Classic.
So, I don't think I'm going back to the villa with this guy.
You're not taking him back to the villa?
I think I want to knock him out. And take off his cloak, because that didn't do good help me last time. And just be nearby.
If I see the watch outside, I'm gonna say, right, time to go, and start walking them out. As I leave, is there anything cool I see in their room that I could just like have?
In the Lord and Lady's room, there is a
Yeah.
locked chest.
Is this evidence important? Evidence. It's evidence. I'm gonna take it to.
It is locked.
Is
You
it?
will
Is it light
need-
enough to pick up?
Hmm.
Lord Gralhund, would you carry this for me? I've got a -1 to strength.
Same as he. No, I don't. I have a little bit of strength.
Little bit.
No, I take it back. It's Wait,
It's
here we
pretty
go.
light.
Here we go.
Okay.
The family tome does appear that it could be used as evidence.
Okay, I'll take the family tome. And remember the safe. No, I don't really want to leave it. If it's locked, it's important.
Lucien will remember that.
Yeah, I never forget. Okay, I'll take the family tome. And I'll ask Lord Gralhund, what's in that safe? If you don't mind me asking.
Nothing's in the safe at present.
Why is it locked then?
Well, you should talk to my wife about that.
Okay.
The salt. I feel it.
Why don't you...
You like their marriages, no that. Oh, I'm not there. Never mind.
Let's go out.
Yes, Yala. Why is the chest locked? Pat, pat, pat on Lucien's hand.
Yeah, why is it locked, Yala?
She begins fingering a necklace, the key on it, and
Can I have the key,
looking.
please?
You have no right to ask this of me.
Okay, the watch can look at it later. Let's go. And I want to escort them outside. Whoops. Looking
Okay.
like, making sure everyone knows that Gralhund is coming willingly.
He appears to be coming very well.
So you get him outdoors, and there are a good number of guards out there waiting for you. There are also several cavalry riders flying around the area, watching what else is going on,
I'll take
looking
him up-
for
I'll
anybody
ta-
potentially fleeing.
I'll take the Lord and the Lady up to Blastwind and Cromley.
And Book strides out of the stables as proud of himself as he can be.
Yeah, I
He's
was hoping there'd be someone
like a
around.
cat.
Book, come over here.
Yes, Commander Lucien.
Cute.
All right, I see you have this well in hand.
Yep.
I am quite impressed. What is it that you have found, Guard Lucien?
Well, I think Lord Gralhund. You'll find him very willing to share information. He did so with us.
Well then, Lord Gralhund, I'm sure you will be happy to make a statement, and we shall take you down to HQ,
Blast-
and we shall find out exactly what it is you have to say for yourself for all of these corpses on your lawn.
Blastwind, there is something you must know as well. We believe the Nimblewright has made its way to the dock ward, and that Lady Gralhund was the one who sent it there. And she was also responsible for the explosion. And this... Wait, where's
Assassin.
Kulin? The assassination, essentially.
Yes.
Is Kulinov with
he is
us?
a terrorist.
Yes, I am here.
Okay.
I'm at the
Kulinov-
tables now. Yes.
Has the murder weapon that she used and she also admitted was hers. The...
Yes, all right.
Next to
And it's
Fireball.
right here. Now it's evidence.
Yeah, boy.
Fine.
Well, to be fair, it was always
on.
evidence.
It would have fallen apart without it. I don't say that.
Yes, well, I am quite certain that I need nothing to do with that at the moment. Please keep
Are you
it
sure you
over
don't
there.
want it?
Yeah. On second, I think I should
20
take
foot
that.
radius.
Give it here.
Hey,
Definitely, yeah. He takes it from you. Yeah.
Absolutely fun.
For the public safety, we will definitely be putting this into evidence. You don't happen to have any other explosives on you, do you?
Not today. I mean, no.
I want to go up to Lady Gralhund and I want to kind of
Yes.
pat her on the shoulder and say thank you for being so willing and forthright. And whilst I do that, I'm going to try and sleight of hand the key.
From her
I'll
neck.
roll it up.
Oh, yes.
19.
Lucian's favorite day.
She absolutely fails to notice as the small click as you just pop it right off of her neck. In a hug, you reach in. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And
Mine. Thank
You
you for being
have-
so forthright. I have the key, I have the tome. Should I give the tome as well?
No. We need to
No,
look
no,
at
no.
that.
Yeah, that's ours. That's ours.
If you want to move forward in the city, you've got to have all the information. And,
That's very true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Will you allow us to go and investigate the Nimblewright whilst you look out for them?
there
Lord
will
and the
be
lady.
many hours of cleanup here. Yes, I'm afraid I'm going to be quite mired down with dealing with this. I would greatly appreciate your assistance, as you have done
I would-
quite well so far.
Book
I
leans
will
in
put in a good word with you.
and remember that Force Grey and the Grey Paws were the ones who brought these people to justice and assisted you.
I had
And
a
Lucy-
feeling Forrest Gray had something to do with this. These vigilante tactics are easily recognizable miles away.
And yet, so in perfect collaboration with the City Watch, and I pat just a friendly professional pat on the shoulder of Lucien.
Yes, well, it is quite fortunate that you do have the backing of Forrest Gray as well as that of the City Watch. For if you had done this without, I assure
No,
you,
I never
you would
would
have
do such
broken many laws this day.
Why would I do such a thing? We are here solely for the safety of our fellow citizens.
Oh.
of Waterdeep.
How dare you? I have never broken a law in my life. You have insulted my name. I
Insulted my cow.
I just walk away.
Call it off, Kulinov. Call it off.
Cool off, cool
So
enough.
you are aware.
Cool off.
Cool
enough. You are cool enough.
Shaking the weapon like this in somebody's face is brandishing a weapon and is punishable under the code legal.
If you are being generous with the law and are stretching it for your own purposes, of course you would never do anything like that. You are a firm, standing, upright kind of person.
Yes. I do believe I gave you a copy of the code legal, did I not?
He's been studying it thoroughly.
I'm sure I have it somewhere.
I
I used it as a bookmark in one of my dirty books. I didn't read it. No.
Right, cool.
Wow.
Cool, I'm gonna go in and investigate the house real quick, make sure there's no one hiding out in there.
Yes,
Fine.
one last sweep.
One last sweep, shall we, guys?
I'm with you. Yes,
Meanwhile,
I thought we were going to the dockyard.
we are.
One last sweep, and then we'll head off.
No reason to not be thorough. I think.
Oh, do you think there might be more dangers inside? More evidence?
We
I
did
think
not
so.
check all of the rooms.
That's very true.
But we need to catch the Nimblewright.
Yes, we will do
Why
that.
don't I have an idea. Book, why don't you go and secure another griffin for us so that we can get there very quickly?
This is a good idea. I need to get
Whilst
another.
we do this.
Do any of the cavalry that are there, do they look like the trainer and bone snapper that was with me earlier?
No. Bone Snapper was definitely not ready for full service yet.
I thought he did an excellent job, and he should be commended for his service to the city.
Well then, I shall absolutely treat the trainer to lunch on the dime of the city watch.
Perfectly appropriate. I am sure it will be a reasonable lunch, and it will not be extra expensive or a waste of city funds.
So,
Yes.
as you sweep through the house, you find several other corpses. You do find the Lord and Lady's children are in a room right off of where the
Oh.
fighting were.
Oh, hello.
Two younger children. They are safe and sound, and I'm sure the orphanage will take care of them after their parents are locked up for the rest of their natural lives.
They'll be
You're-
fine. We have a wonderful
Hey.
foster system here in Waterdeep.
Certainly.
There's a guild.
Hey, kids,
well, true. I still doubt it's wonderful.
we could
They
Look after
are
them
they are
for now.
nobles. So, say that again.
look after them for now.
No,
They
are-
have a family estate to look
I
after.
am not
They're fine.
babysitting.
But-
Cool enough. We are too cool for this.
Yes.
You
Do
do
you see
find-
that in the papers? Kolenov and book. Babysitters. No.
No.
No,
it is not-
I see Kulinov and Lucien baby savers, and we are nobles.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
I think that's what I
I
want.
don't think you
No,
can
that's
adopt
gonna
a
work.
noble and
I'm
then
sure
become a
the
noble. I think it's
Waterdeep
the other way
Gazette will
around.
Pick that story right up.
I think we have to be adopted.
The
not to be
Waterdeep
adopted.
Press.
I don't know if it.
So,
wanna go
on
to
your
that-
sweep through the house, you do
Okay.
find a few more little oddities. You find a caged falcon. It's a hooded falcon in an ornate silver and gold cage on one of the tables. It appears somewhat out of place as there's nothing else for it except for a pair of gloves nearby.
I
They
take
just-
a ration out and I put it through like a piece of dried meat and I put it through the cage.
No one put
It
the
is
gloves
not
on first.
interested in dead game. This is a trained falcon.
Ah,
Oh my gosh, wait, can I put the gloves on and see if it comes to me? Huzzah!
well,
It's
have you
wearing
done
a hood
falconry?
and it's inside of a cage.
Yes.
Can I- Unlock it. Huzzah!
Yep,
Oh.
and it leaps onto your arm.
Ah!
It weighs about 25 pounds. It's a lot
Good job.
heavier than you thought.
Now what are you going to do?
It's digging its claws in.
Suddenly, Lucien's encumbered.
Yeah, oh no! I am, I think. If it's 25 pounds. Oh my gosh, no, yeah, I am! I can't have it.
You're like, oh, my back!
My inventory explodes!
I mean, that just means you get slowed by 10 feet.
Oh,
Or it's just like,
That's
those wings,
safety
I was like
cover.
buffeting you, just like, what are you, stop!
Couldn't off, get it off me!
no, this is great. I put on the other glove and I like coax it over onto my arm.
It does hop with a few flaps. It lands on your arm, and it's not nearly as heavy as she made it out to be.
Absurd.
Great.
Absurd. I put it back into the cage on its perch. Close the gate.
It
Listen.
tries to dodge the hood for a moment, but you eventually get it back on there and tied.
Sorry, bird.
It'd be cool to have a pet. I suppose
Oh,
we've got-
yes. We can afford a pet on top of all of the payments that we must make. Oh, speaking of...
Well, I was.
What, are we alone in this room? Is there anyone in here?
No, they're just you and the corpses.
Okay, listen.
Nice.
There is gold bars, trade bars, inside the saddlebags of the horse that Octavia took to go get the gnome. I don't know if Octavia got the gnome. I'm going to assume she did. She's very capable. But if she did, I'm hoping that she realizes there's gold in those. There was a lot of gold. It could pay for
I
our.
trust Octavia. She'll have that.
It could pay for all of our stuff. It
Yeah.
could pay for everything.
We're sorted. We're sorted if this
Yes,
happens.
if we
Right.
can get the bars. But I
One
don't
more
know how
thing.
to do
One
it.
more thing. I also found this. I take out the key. I reckon they.
Oh, you swiped the key in the box.
I did. Okay. Wait. I know where the box is. Do you want to go and see what's
Oh,
in it?
we're going to the box. Yes.
Yeah, we go to the box.
Guys, we're actually just evil.
There's City Watch walking through pretty much all of the other rooms, and you're just gloating about your
Hey,
potential.
I said we were alone in
we
the room.
we
for a
were
moment.
alone in the room. We're just kind of yeah.
Moment.
Okay.
But we should go to the box.
Let's go to the box.
Okay, so in the box, you find a square where a tome should be sitting. Everything else is dusty except for where this tome-sized space is at. And you look over and you see the tome on the table. And
Ah.
it's open, and it has also a key latch on the side of it.
Okay.
What is
What
the
is it?
tome?
Yeah.
I go to the book. I love books.
It's the
Oh, the
family
ring.
lineage, and
Ooh.
going back, give me an investigation.
Oh. Actually, I'm not terrible at that.
Natural 20.
You're
Ooh.
great. You got it.
So
Wait.
it's interesting.
Yeah. So much.
As you're reading through, and it's just a quick cursory scan that you're going through this thing,
20.
you find that there's some things that are highly irregular about the history in this book. Not only are there carnal acts depicting sort of
Their grandparents.
no, it's not, we're not talking about carnal acts being depicted in drawings, but within
Have they
the
been-
branches
have they
of
been-
the family tree, shall we say.
Oh.
I
The
see.
branches are kind of like.
A lack of branches,
Interwoven.
just a
There's
line.
some intersections. No natural tree would do this. But
Uh,
also, oddly enough, you start to see a few intermixing of names that don't quite look natural. You're not sure exactly how you would pronounce them. What languages do you speak?
I speak.
Oh.
I don't speak that many. I speak Common, Dwarvish, and Infernal, and Elvish.
Are you
Well,
speaking
does me.
Infernal?
I
Infernal.
do,
That,
because I'm a tiefling.
that comes in a little bit handy because
They're
you
infernal.
recognize some of these names as being higher ups in the demonic orders. In fact,
Demonic or devilish?
hold on.
I mean, there's no difference.
I'm
It's
trying
the
to find the book here.
Well, because
No, it's the same thing.
Let the DM go.
It's
okay.
fine. It's the same thing.
Wait, I would have
different
seen the
language.
circle by now as well, wouldn't I? Kulenov.
Okay,
Kulenov.
the Gralhund family crest appears in the book's title page. The rest of the book is written in common and describes births, deaths, and other family events between 1239 DR and the year of the bloodied sword, and 1422 DR, the year of the advancing shadows. Of particular note is a little-known fact that the Gralhunds forged pacts with devils in years past, giving rise to a strain of tieflings. All such members of the house were sent to live on a Gralhund estate in Yartar, a city far to the north. Or so the book claims in its epilogue. There are passing references to some Waterdavian family members having been born with tails.
Okay, Lucienne, without letting Kulenov see, is just gonna have a quick scan to see if she sees the last name Fitzroy anywhere. Just because
Just to
She-
check.
she's holding out for hold it up for a
Yeah.
drink.
Am I royal?
I don't think you
please,
do.
please, please, please.
Cool. So yeah, they've been messing around with some devils and making pacts to get to this position, and all the sort of offspring of this relationship have been sort of ferried off to Yartar.
Yartar.
And the way?
That's what they call killing them.
Yeah, they sent it to
They get into a happy farm upstate where they can run
Actually,
away.
yeah,
Yartar.
that's a good point. They might
They're
be
all
just
safe in Yartar, I promise.
tieflings are people
they
too.
play all day out on the farm. They're very happy. No, you can't visit them. It's too long of a drive.
This is not unheard of, certainly, but very rare to have
Okay.
it documented. His good
We
stuff.
need to take this with us.
Oh yes.
I pick up the book. Wait, it might be a bit heavy for us. For me.
For you.
For the dog.
I take the book.
Okay, you take the tome.
Can I quickly Arcana check the circle on the floor?
You
Just
can.
to see. 14.
This does seem to be some advanced form of magic. You get the impression that it's a permanent transportation device, but you're not sure exactly how it works.
Can I sketch it into like my City Watch notepad? Or is it too complicated for me to possibly comprehend?
I will not say it's too complicated, but have you ever seen what happens when an amateur sketches arcane runes? I
I'm
want
not
to
an
give you
amateur.
a wisdom check on that.
Also,
never
this might
seen
take
what
a long time.
Ooh.
That's a
9.
really flat- Oh, yeah, sure. You absolutely start sketching it. And
never
the
seen
page
what
you're
happened.
sketching on it catches on fire and burns through half of the book that you've been sketching in.
What the fuck? Oh no, I need an ending.
Not for fire.
Don't
I don't
think
think
fire.
Mending can't put back together ashes.
Nope.
That'd be a trick.
It can put the pages back, but the text will be gone, technically.
Cool.
At
Real
best.
cool circle.
At best, that is the rules in the book, I think, which is actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Love that. Let's go find Octavia. See if she's
Alright.
got the gold.
Yes.
Yes,
Let's go find the
yes,
gold.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
Octavia.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way out. You have left the Gralhunds with the city watch, and with the militia, in fact. And you head out, and shortly after leaving the manor, or the villa, Octavia comes striding up on a beautiful black mare that looks quite light on its feet for having carrying so much baggage. I mean, it's just a normal horse.
You look.
So when
Amazing.
I,
I go,
roll-
oh,
when
hello, Octavia.
when
good
I
to
roll
see
up,
you."
the saddlebags are gone.
No.
No.
Yeah, I was,
What the
Curse
fuck?
you.
I was trying to run really fast, and the bags just kept dragging. And I was there something important?
Octavia!
She is pulling.
Where? Where are they? Tell me where
Make
they
an
are.
insight check.
Fuck you!
She's messing you with. There's no way.
I can't find insight on my sheet. Never mind. 15.
Kolanov rolled a
my
3.
my
and it's just
backpack's
like,
really
no,
fat.
Please. But the future of the bar.
My backpack's really fat right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm so confused now.
Kulenov.
This
Kulenov.
I can't. I'm sorry.
But
Okay.
Oh, and Delacar, whatever his name is on the horse with me
He's
unconscious.
tied with you.
I ditched the other horse.
You left. You ditched Dalicar's horse, but you kept the black mare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I need to return it to the Gralhunds. At
Sure.
least that's my theory.
Sure.
we might need to take the body off it first.
I mean, we don't have a stable, do we?
We could just have a horse in the.
In the bar.
Family man.
They're not gonna
just
look
going
after
horse.
It's like Mr.
Then-
Ed.
Yeah.
You get it awakened.
Oh wait, hang on a second. Can I look at Delacar's body? Do the wounds resemble that of the groundskeeper?
He's not dead.
He's alive.
But like, the groundskeeper wasn't dead either.
Yeah, the groundskeeper just appears to be completely gone.
Oh,
What groundskeeper? I don't remember what you're
Yeah, I'm
talking
sure it's fine.
the one we fought at the beginning.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Slow on the uptake there.
Has Lucienne spoken of anything she found in that book?
Not yet. I was going to
Okay,
wait until
all
we're
right,
back
nope.
at Pulse.
That's
Yeah.
fine. No, then book doesn't know about it. That's all.
Okay.
I do not know what happened with that glitchy shadow. That was very strange.
Yeah.
Terrifying, actually. I
Yeah.
didn't like it at all.
No, it's very interesting. It's not scary. It's interesting.
Really,
I
one man's
must
scary is another man's interesting. I get it, but
I must do some research on this. Later. Now is not the time. We have a Nimblewright to catch.
Just to be clear, we don't have a stable, right?
no.
No.
We are
Not gonna-
taking
our-
the
our-
horse. That is their horse. How can we take their
You have-
family?
You have hitching posts out back in the alley.
That sounds about right.
I mean,
Lucian,
but you don't want to see the horse up on blocks when we get back. I don't. he's got the speed things on. Those will be gone.
Lucian,
Yup.
in a situation where the watch is under a particular need to speedily pursue someone who has evaded them, the watch is allowed to requisition mounts from commoners and nobles who are
That's what
nearby,
we've
right?
done.
We
get
need
the other
to
horse.
watch this Nimblewright, right? We need to go catch this Nimblewright, right?
Stars, I think if we use that logic, it's fine to take it with us. The horseshoes,
Yeah.
the horse.
I'm ju-
Are
I'm
you
just-
impounding a horse?
We're impounding a horse.
No, we're requisitioning a
It's-
horse.
It's Grand Theft horse. Oh,
Don't say
Equine,
it.
Grand Theft Equine.
I'm
Equine.
very charismatic.
Grand Theft Equine. We did that.
That
Grand Theft
No,
Equine.
we're requisitioning a horse for
Yeah.
particular usage, and then it maybe get lost.
That'll be fine. Let's do it.
I
We
hope
do
you're not
need to
talking
get rid
about
of this body
riding
on the
it
back.
to death.
I hope he's not.
We do need to go and secure Delacar somewhere first, though, really quickly.
Oh yeah, can
Because
you?
if he gets away again.
Gralhund.
Oh, Nim could look after him. We could just ask him to hug and not let go.
How are you going to entrust the
No.
care of a horse to a machine?
Talking about the gnome.
He's talking about the gnome, which
The
is same
gnome.
question.
I mean, yes, but
Okay.
There.
So
Um,
we are going to go to a quick break, like maybe 5 minutes, and
Sure.
I'm going to grab some coffee, and I'm
Yep.
sure you guys have plenty of things that you want to do, and then we will be right back. So
Sounds good.
All right.
Yo.
I'm not going to mute the stream.
That's
On
Good
break.
idea.
Cool.
All right, welcome back. We are just wrapping up the Gralhund Villa, and apparently, unbeknownst to some of our do-gooder allies, robbing them blind.
I have no idea. I mean, I am sure that whatever my compatriots do, it is completely above board, and it is in full compliance with the law and regulations of investigation.
I am
Certainly.
sure that he believes that.
Oh, Book completely believes that. He hasn't had an opportunity to use detect thoughts on Lucienne yet, or not. He hasn't had a reason to use it yet.
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay. So
Where's
you
Renair?
have.
Sorry, I just had that. I just came into my mind. Where is Renair?
He
he
went
still
with
with
the
us?
watch.
Okay. Okay.
Them nobles, they stick together like that.
I don't like that.
Anyone got anyone got a name for the horse here?
Not stolen.
Swiftwind.
Speedy McSpeedster.
I mean,
Speedy McSpeedface.
Uh-huh.
No.
Wait, the horse is like. No, never mind.
Horsey McHorseface.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Marengo for now.
Steve.
Marengo.
Yeah.
Marengo. I like it.
Hmm.
Marengo the horse.
Yeah, no. There is no listed name for the horse.
Wow.
So
Such
sorry.
Wow, wizards.
So
Well,
sorry.
also we didn't really get an opportunity to learn it.
Good job, wizards.
It is
Way to
Lady
fill out a world.
Gralhund's jet black riding horse. Oh, named Maladar.
Woo.
Maladar.
That's
But-
incorrect.
That's very ominous.
Way to
But we
fill out a
we,
world.
we wouldn't have any way to actually learn that unless it's on somebody's
Sure, it's
equipment.
on the bridle.
All right, Maladar. Fine.
I like Maladar Marango.
The horse
Actually
has a
pretty
last name now.
Deal.
Eminem.
Yeah.
All right,
His name
so
is what?
you have Erstelfloxen / Delacar / roguish gnome type, extraordinaire coward type, whatever you choose to call him, or he happens to be going by at the moment, in custody, who appears to be unconscious.
Okay. I want to take everything he has on him away. Everything.
Yeah, I'll help.
Sort of feel like we're getting into a gray area here.
He may be covered in weapons. He could attack us at any second.
Does he have like if he has like magic item sorts of things?
Yeah. I just like if he has a if he has a
I don't
component
think
pouch.
it doesn't sound like you're trying to strip him down to its breeches. I think you're
Not really. Just all the equipment, I should say.
Yes,
Like, if he
you
has a-
do note that his...
If he has a component pouch, I don't want him to have that anymore, because anything to keep him from casting spells would be good.
That might be helpful.
and keep his hands back. Oh, actually, book will tell you. Make sure that you bind his hands if you are going to let him talk. We do not know if he is a magic user.
I mean, unfortunately, all the
That's fair.
teleportation spells are just verbal.
You never know that.
One thing at a time. There is more than one thing that he can do.
True.
And if he tries
Octavia,
to,
how do you know?
I wasn't speaking as Octavia there, but like it is a bit of a.
so Nat is arguing with Book. All right.
Don't worry about it. I would say not arguing,
Wow.
just commenting.
Okay, so... thought for sure... Yeah. Bristol has a stat block here somewhere. What's going on?
Have we decided though what we're going to do with him once we've taken all this off? Because we do need to go to that Nimblewright. Well, okay. So
Come
no,
on.
no, that's one
on.
idea. But he's also like evidence, so we kind of need to give him into the watch.
I think we talk to him and then give him up.
Yeah.
Maybe we give him to Rainier to see what he does with him.
Yeah, I'm happy with. Yeah, actually, I'd be okay with that. I feel like Renee would let us interrogate him. He trusts us. Well, he needs us.
Perfect. There we go. So his gear. He has... studded leather. It's black chapped and silver studs. And, well, with tarnished silver studs. And he is carrying a short sword that has... It's a kriss. It's a serpent's tongue. It has two forks at the end, and it has a purplish green tint to it.
Can I Arcana check the sword real quick? If Octavia gives it over to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if all counts being here, but we could have him identify it. Oh, is that? That's book. That's book.
Yeah, it's not magical.
Cool. It's just cool.
It's oily.
Oh, I think it might be covered in poison.
Sorry, I thought the purplish green tint was enough for that, but yeah, no, it's
Ah.
an
Definitely
oily
poison.
purplish green tint.
Got it. Hey, Lucienne, you want this?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Is there anything else on him that that Book might think looks magical? I'm not casting detect magic. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that like looks like, oh, this looks like it could be magical.
No, there doesn't appear to be anything magical
Okay.
on him.
All right.
Okay, so you have Erstelfloxen. He is in your custody. What would you like to do with him besides strip him of his armor and weapons? And he's laying there in his bedclothes, hogtied.
I guess it's a question of do we want to question him now, or hand him over and look for the Nimblewright right now?
Let's do what we thought. Why don't we try giving him to Renee?
That seems like a novel choice.
What do you guys think?
Do we want to interrogate him?
Yes, a
Well,
few questions and then we pass him over. I say, like, like 10 minutes of time and then go chase the thing.
All right, so you guys went back to your tavern, correct? We went back to Troll Skull.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So
Who's on our porch today?
nobody's on your porch.
Whoever's on my porch, I will
Not
talk to
anymore.
them for 1
Crosses
minute.
out notes.
Since you put it that way.
I'm
No.
kind of actually disappointed. That was
No, they're
You walk
they're
in-
already waiting inside.
So
already
after you
inside.
arrive, a few moments later, probably half an hour, somewhere in between there, about 20 minutes later, Renair does show up.
Oh, just the person we're looking for.
perfect.
Well, that was handled quite reasonably.
Mhm.
Though
One
I
died.
do believe you've left a few loose ends here and there about the city.
That's fine.
We'll sort that in a moment.
Chief
Would
among
you-
them, that is a rather well-known horse you have out there.
Yeah.
I am very Rainier, I am with you. I am very concerned about why this horse is still evidence.
The horse has been requisitioned by our good friend Lucien, and to help find the Nimblewright, then it shall be returned.
Oh, okay.
Tea.
Yes, well, all seems in order with that. And what is this rather pitiful creature? Referring to
I
Erskine.
believe I am confused because I believe that you know him very well.
Ish.
Yes,
Hey,
I
we do.
suppose I've never seen him in his bedclothes before. This is highly
I thought we were
unusual.
not stripping him to his bed.
We
Apparently, that's what was under the armor.
It's canon.
Okay. All right. Apparently, he just wears his armor and nothing. Okay. Yes, we need to find out what is happening. If you wish, we can interrogate him.
Would like to do that. Certainly.
Yes, well, interrogating a member of the Zentrum clan is risky at best. But if you wish to do so,
What is the risk? I am very intrigued.
are you unfamiliar with the Zentrum?
Perhaps you have not noticed, but I am not originally from around here.
Yes, well, the Zentrum have a certain... Are you sure he's unconscious?
No, actually.
I
Pull it
kick
off.
him in
Make
the
sure
head.
he is unconscious.
I go over. Are you unconscious?
That's what I meant, Kulinov.
That not? I don't know. I smack his face a
I
little bit.
I kick him in the head and
No,
do
I
0
meant-
points of damage.
Oh, I
because
was
I
until you
realized
a moment
what's
ago. What? What?
Oh, good,
Oh,
good, good.
God! What are you doing to me?
Is this not what you want? Book, I don't understand what you're asking me.
Yes, I
Knock him
want
out.
to ensure that he remains unconscious.
Oh, okay. I look right into his eyes.
Nothing.
Or
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
I mean, like, having him awake wouldn't have been horrible.
Octavia,
We-
do not take my fun from me.
Okay. You do you.
Well,
We do need to go and see to the Nimblewright though as well, don't we?
he's
Mm.
quite
That's worth
okay,
it.
unconscious
but
now.
wait, Renier was going to tell us why it is risky to interrogate one of these flying snake peoples.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the Zentrum clan are known to be connected with the seedy underbelly of Waterdeep, and in fact might
Yeah,
be
those-
running a good portion of it. When you get mixed up with displeasing those individuals, you don't know what happens, but
Aren't we well past that already?
What?
It's okay, we can fuck him up.
But I'm just saying that aren't we? I believe we have probably displeased them quite a bit.
We have killed 3 Zentrum today. Two Zentrum.
I killed 2.
I was
And
unaware of...
That's what I said. We killed 2 Zentrum today.
Yeah.
Just me.
Don't take
And I
it-
did shout many times, kill the Zents, and there is one in custody right now because of us. So it's a bit late.
Well, it's been nice knowing you. Last time I
Renee!
associate here, see ya!
Can you take the
Oh!
Can you take the gnome?
You are a coward and a fool.
Renair, don't leave.
Please.
Right, I have been seen with you in public.
I feel like if you are our enemy as well, then you'll have no friends left in Waterdeep.
I think
Oh,
we
you
should just.
misunderstand. I'm quite friends with much of the upper class.
I think we should just.
I
let
just
Lucian
don't
talk
know
him
anyone
around.
else on your level.
I think I
So,
just took one damage.
Psychic
friend,
damage.
That was a psychic
would you
burn.
just come and talk to me alone for just 1 minute? I think we need to have a conversation. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, come on, do it!
Do it!
Flex.
Yeah,
Flex
I'll do
on
it.
him, Lucian. Flex.
If I don't return in 3 minutes, alert the watch.
Absolutely.
Instantly
I'll
what?
tell Lucian.
We will alert you if you do not come back. We will let you know if you do not come back. Lucien,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
let-
go and talk to him alone
do
for a
it.
minute. and
Make him
roll
paranoid
Titan.
AF.
Oh,
Words of terror.
He has no friends. Everyone hates him.
I just sit him down, and I take out number 3 chisel and just kind of like hold it in my hand.
Oh
I
no.
thought you left number 3.
Yeah,
with
you
the,
left it with
No.
him.
I go
No,
get
no,
it from him
back
It's
at-
magical
we're back
number
at
3 chisel. We
baseball.
have 3 of them.
Oh,
with 3.
I have
We're
one.
back at
Lucian has
baseball.
one. Nim has
Makes
one.
sense that she can go get it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so
I
you
do
go
that.
get it and you sit him down and you talk to him back
For a
in the
minute.
kitchen area.
Yeah,
It's just the two of you.
it's just the 2 of us.
And what is it that I can do for you, Lucien?
Renee. You and I, we've been getting along very well. We've done a lot for you. Now it's about time you do a lot for us. I think you don't understand the position that you are in. We are a group of individuals that, if given the opportunity, could make life very difficult for you. And I go along this kind of train of speaking for about a minute, and I would like him to make a wisdom saving throw. Hey, any portents for me?
Yeah, he has to see you.
What's your DC?
he has to be there.
14. Oh, you've got to
14?
see it. Never mind. No, I can't do it because you have to be.
Oh
There.
yeah, I'm not there. Yeah.
He rolled a 5.
Roll a 5.
Oh. What does it
I
do?
stroke his hair. Renee, I can see you're shaking in your boots right now. Just think about what you're gonna do. Think about the decisions that you make. I just kind of like back away.
And what's the you like College of Whispers? Is that the
Yeah, that's what she
Yeah.
is.
thing? So what I'm just curious because I haven't played Call of Witches. What's the trait?
what's-
What does it do?
What do you do?
He's frightened of me for a minute. Frightened of me for an hour or until its allies are attacked or damaged. I don't know what that. I don't think that applies.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's just scared of me.
Lucien,
You don't want to
I'm very
displease.
sorry. I thought we were friends, and
We are friends, Renee.
we could
I didn't-
razz one another like it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Okay.
But
Renee.
I
just
put in
stroke-
a good word with you.
I know. Renee, you are my friend.
Am I?
You are. Don't doubt yourself. These feelings that you're feeling now, you brought upon yourself as well. Let's go back and join the others. And you can think about what you've done to us.
I don't want to.
Okay. Oh, I kind of put my arm around him.
Oh, babu.
Jeez, Lucien is like the most abusive. This is
Let me buy you a present. I'm so sorry
Guys.
about yesterday.
I think that Renee has something he wants to say to all of us.
you
Renee?
make me do this to you.
Yeah,
Renee.
right.
Why don't you apologize for losing your temper, everyone?
I'm very sorry for losing control of my temper.
Good.
I don't recall what I did to. In all of my rage, I must have blacked out. I don't recall doing anything, and I'm terribly, terribly sorry for if I
It's
should
okay.
offend you, my friends. Know that you are true, and I have vouched with you,
It's okay.
Lucien. I've vouched with you for.
We accept your apology,
You're
and
the worst.
Renee,
The Silvermanes. They know so much of your great deeds.
We're the worst.
Octavius
Book
is
is
actually just
so confused right now.
Yeah, Sam.
Oh,
It is okay. We are. I would not say friends, but we are okay. You don't have to be so sorry.
You don't
We
have
are
any
all-
friends?
I mean,
I will
I
see
do-
myself out.
no.
No, Renette, you know what would be really helpful? Could you just stay and watch over the gnome for us? Whilst we just go out and sort out some things. And then we can talk this out.
I suppose I could do that. He's been watching me for so long.
See, this is the kind
Don't
of power
move,
you get.
Erstal! Kicks him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can feel better when you kick them.
Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Shall we
Let
go
us
and
work
get that Nimblewright?
Yes, let's go get the
Lean
nimble.
into
Right.
this feeling that you have and work it out.
Mm.
Well,
That was.
that's gonna go well.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I wasn't gonna do it. You guys told me to.
I really just
You
wanted
This
to
is,
happen.
but
I'm
that
also
is
I'm
the
also
most
a
Lucien
shit
thing. Like
starter.
that is the Lucien moment that I will always remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna make him afraid of someone else that we hated, because you can.
It
choose
only
a
works.
different
Oh,
person.
can you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
It's fun. It
oh,
it
I
always
didn't
makes-
read that.
No,
Oh
but
no.
Still the most Lucien moment.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
Okay.
still beautiful.
I accept.
So you are
I
going
accept
to chase down the Nimblewright, it sounds like.
Yeah.
The dock wards was where we heard it was going last, and we have a little Wingledinger. We can.
That's the technical name.
Yes,
we
the
have a-
Wingledinger.
Very, very fast horse.
The thingamajig. The whatchamacallit.
Are you just gonna keep going?
Flip him
I'll
over.
let you
I'm-
keep going. I want to know how many of these you got.
So like, as we walk out the door, I just turn to Lucy and go, "What did you do to him?"
You don't want to know.
I probably don't do that.
Yeah. What college do they think you are, Lucien?
I don't think I mentioned anything about really. I think they just know that I'm magical.
She's a bard. I
I'm
think
just bardic. I'm just inspirational. I'm just Lucien. The College of Lucien.
You're founding your own college.
It's on brand. It's on brand.
Okay.
Police Academy
Police Academy. I like that.
in so many levels.
Thingamabob?
All right. So
Doohickey? Doodad?
you make your way to the dock ward, and you have the doohickey
Thinglebobber.
thingamabobber. No, that's what you comb your hair with.
Thinglebobber.
That's really funny.
Get it? Because we're going to the dock ward. Okay. All right. So you make your way to the dock ward, and you are going to be walking street by street. You get down here. The area is extremely run down that you're in. It appears to be actually built on a dock over the water. There is a sort of a grayish flotsam scum with seaweed and algae mixed in, floating around with various pieces of rope and boards in between the planks that you can see 4 or 5 feet below the docks.
Delicious.
The smell is a cross between low tide and sewage, and it appears as if pretty much the entire area has survived a fire in the last year and a half. Most of the ramshackle buildings are burnt out husks without roofs. A lot of them were constructed from the remains of ships and boats that had been docked for too long and barnacled into place, or various other pieces of flotsam and jetsam that have just become a hodgepodge little district of the city. There is a notable, mostly intact ship sort of embedded amidst the dock that has been sort of boarded up all the way around it by planking. And welcome to the dock ward. What would you like to do?
Whirligig. I want to turn on the
Whirligig.
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 Widget.
Yeah, so I think the
Tool.
idea was to
Contrivance.
try the dock
Mechanical
ward
device. Sorry.
and see
continue.
what sets it off. Right? That's the idea, like we did before for the Noble or North Ward.
You're someone gets
On
on
a
the horse
not
and
on a
just.
person.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, if this thing's all on wood, actually the horse is probably useless.
Yeah.
And Lucien, maybe actually, book was Lucien. Perhaps you could talk to some of the locals and see if they have seen such a thing.
Sure, I can do that, I think.
You seem to be good at this.
I can help with
Yes.
that too.
Footwork.
Yeah, Octavia and I can do that. Corey, can I ask a question? Is this near the Deepwater Harbor District? Or is this just
It's
a different...
close by. Let me pull up an actual map.
Because
and
I
take a
know...
look.
I know that area, so maybe I would know this area a little bit. Maybe know where might be a way it would go.
Yeah, I don't have.
No, it's okay. It's probably a long shot. Octavia, shall we go and talk to some folks?
Canvas a bit.
That's the word. Canvas.
Okay,
Let's
you
go
make your way
canvas.
around for a few hours. And give me an investigation check.
That.
I've been rolling a lot of 14s today.
Oof. Well,
Are we still on the same long day that started when we left to go to the stables for the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, this is a long day.
it's getting
Yeah.
pretty close to sundown.
Thought it
I
was
got a 14.
third
as,
encounter.
as did I.
Um, After a little while, give it another, say, hour and a half past the initial couple hours, and you feel like the streets are starting to look the same, and you end up stumbling down a dark alley, and it starts to go off, and you rush off towards the where this thing is whirring and clicking and spinning and going crazy.
Oh, we
and
see it.
what's
We
that?
see it. We see the automaton.
You don't. You see a big pile of trash.
Fitting.
Okay.
This fight-
Which Kulinov is immediately recommending we attack.
I poke it with the sword and start spreading the trash
And
around.
I'm preparing to. I'm not readying a spell in the actual game sense. I'm just in my mind. I'm preparing that when I see it, I want to cast a spell. Not
Okay.
not using my reaction. Yeah.
So as you're clearing away the rubble and the trash heap, you see the Nimblewright sitting there, and it's just sort of staring down, and it looks up at you.
I cast Mind Spike on it.
Nice. He always knows where it is now.
Wait, if it doesn't have a
Fails.
mind, how will you do that?
This is what
It's
I
a
was
creature,
just going to look at.
Yeah.
It's
Is it a
is it
creature?
as long it says so. The spell specifically says you reach into the mind of one creature you can see within 60 feet.
I meant, do you believe it is a creature that you can cast a spell on?
Apparently, it talks.
All right.
I mean, golems are
It
creatures.
has a mind. Okay, I'll allow it just because it has a mind.
All right, it needs to make a Wisdom save at DC 13.
Get him.
That is going to be a fail.
Okay.
He takes
So-
400 damage.
It does
Nice.
take a chunk of damage.
Wouldn't
It does take a chunk of damage.
It might be it might be resistant to psychic.
Even if it doesn't take any psychic damage, it still gets the tracking effect.
Yeah. So it takes 11 psychic damage, and I know its location for the next hour, as long as we're on the same plane of existence. Whether or not
Alright.
it's resistant or even immune to psychic damage, I have no idea. But
Very cool.
Let's see.
I can't do anything cool like that.
It is a
You can hit people real good.
construct.
That's pretty cool for some people.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen
Thanks.
Mind Spike cast by a player.
Yeah, no one's passed it in any of my games.
oh no, I had a player who made extensive use of it in Doom of Annihilation.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, hold on.
My favorite's Phantasmal Force. I think that's such fun.
He
Good
does
spell.
resist it. He has advantage.
Magic resistance.
And magic
Of course he
resistance.
does. Of course he does.
And that is a 20.
Okay.
So
So he
nothing.
only takes 5 psychic, and I don't have the tracking.
No, you tried.
Curses!
Tried it.
Yes, I knew. In fact, in Book's mind, this is because he's not a
Yeah.
real person.
Like, of course it didn't work. Yes.
Of course, it didn't work. This is a.
Stupid.
Why? Why?
You
I'm
kill
sitting in the
people.
garbage heap. There's nowhere
You-
else for me.
This is a murder weapon, and it is a threat to the city, and it must be disassembled.
You're a threat to the city. I'm just sitting here.
Why do you talk so much like Nim?
Oh.
Well,
It must be dismantled so it
You know
cannot
Nim?
kill any more people.
did
Yes.
Nim send you?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nim was the only friend I've ever had.
Mhm.
No, he's not.
Book.
He's not a friend because he is not a
Book.
person.
Book.
Just like you're not a person.
Book.
Yes.
Stand guard, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw
how about we let Pug points to Lucien and Kolonov back in West February. Let one of them handle it.
I'm just waiting for the garbage to come take me away.
Oh, baby.
Just leave me alone.
Ulanov, do you want to handle this?
No. It's all you. I think this requires your special tact.
Who can handle it?
Hey, what's your name?
I don't have
Hey,
a
look-
name.
Would you like one?
Why? I'm just a piece of trash, lost on the side of the road, discarded and forgotten by a lady with no better thing to do with me than to try and have
You know
me
what?
murder someone.
Correct. You are very correct. You are.
Friend, I am a lady who will happily have you. I would love for you to be my friend.
Yeah. That's the Gralhunds told me. Why
But
should
you
I
know
trust
what?
you?
Because Nim trusts us. Except, well, most of us, yeah.
I like Nim.
And Nim likes us. Which makes us friends.
It's basically just math.
What do you want me to do?
I just want you to come with us. And we can have a little chat. Maybe you'll see Nim, and then we can figure out what to do next.
I don't want to go
What do you-
anywhere with him. And he points towards the cat.
You know what? He can stand
You are
far
very
away.
correct. Listen. What my purpose here is to make sure that you cannot kill anyone else. If we can ensure
I didn't
that
mean to
you will
kill
not-
anybody.
You threw a bomb.
She said it was not a big bomb. She said it was a little bomb. She said it was just a flash. That it would just distract them so I could take the stone.
And yet, well, do
Friend,
you have any form of weaponry or ability to hurt people other than, I guess, unarmed? But no, do you have any weapons? Do you have any other parts of your machinery that can cause damage to actual people?
I'm made of metal. I'm not sure what you're asking. But if
I'm
maybe you're asking about this, and shing, like this enormous like rapier pops out the end of his hand.
firebolt.
Aw, I'm sitting right in front of it.
I block his firebolt.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. I'm resistant with fire.
I'm not firebolting Lucien.
I'm like right in front of it though. It'll probably catch.
It's just some cover.
Roll your attack.
I love the defeat in your voice. I don't love the defeat in your voice. I'm just saying that. That's a 24 to hit.
Is it against an AC?
Oh shucks, just if you only
Oh,
got a
just missed.
25, of course it hits.
I'm just saying.
Get that
Oh.
fire damage.
If you
Max,
kill him,
Max. Oh, Min.
one.
One point of fire damage.
Yes.
Well, a few of his joints appear to be a little singed, and the light fire sort of starts up at the back of his neck, which he immediately pats out and squeals like a pig.
Plank. Well, book.
He pulled a weapon on Lucien.
No, he
He
didn't.
was going to hurt
Book,
him.
his only fault is believing things that other people told him. Does that remind you of anyone?
Also, we asked him to show it to us.
Shots fired.
Oh,
Oh I only just realised what you said.
he doesn't say anything. He goes very quiet and thoughtful for a little while.
Oh boy.
Put down the sword, please. Now.
Shh. It goes back into his arm.
Friend, you mentioned something about a stone before. Did you manage to grab it?
Yeah,
And where
I
did you
did
put
what
it?
Gralhund asked me to do with it.
What did she ask you to do with it?
I
You can tell
delivered
me.
it.
I'm your friend. To who?
I made a delivery.
You're a delivery bot. That's what you are. That is a very good thing that you did. You
It's all
delivered
my
it to
int-
where?
She sent me to pick up a package.
Yeah.
She said
I'm-
that some bad people were going to take it and do some bad things with it if I didn't get it first. And I threw
You
the
did really good.
flash, and I grabbed the thing in the explosion. I didn't realize that anybody had been hurt.
It's okay. We can sort that out. Just tell us where you sent it. I want to quickly look around. Is there anybody else in the alley
No.
other than my friendos? Okay.
He pulls out a little piece of folded parchment, and on it you can see that there's the faint outline of a map. Gralhund didn't tell me to destroy this. I suppose
found
it might be useful to you, at least I'm of use to somebody. And he hands it to you.
I hand it to Octavia and ask, do you know where this is?
I'm gonna look it over.
Try and let me see here. I will move the party.
Watch it just be an abstract rendition, like just blocks and shapes, and colors.
Map.
Glorious map,
Maps.
See what's going on there.
map, map.
Yeah,
Um,
By the way, Nat, I'm clipping that one.
Oh, it was a good one.
That was a good. No, you just changed the course of the character.
That was
the
so
inflection
cool.
moment.
Oh, look. Why on earth would I pay $50 to roll 20 for not having the map in there? Okay, sure.
That's
Yeah,
so
put it on the
annoying.
map.
That is
Yeah.
very annoying, and it's something I will be sending him an email about. Yeah, you can't see it. So, it's a
That's fine.
dock board. There's lots of ships.
Cool.
One of them on the east side is got an X on it, and it says next to the X, crap, what's her name?
Lucia. No.
Yeah.
Fitzroy.
You all along.
Grinda Garloth.
Grinda. That's a good name.
That is a good name. Well done, Wizards of the Coast.
No, I love their.
Redeemed yourselves for Meridon or whatever his horse's name was.
Maladar.
Maladar.
Maladar Moringa.
Like Malad. Like Malady.
Or like Mal, as in bad. In
Like malodorous. Like
Latin.
he, you. Stinky name.
Or no, it doesn't work in Japanese. Never mind.
You tried.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have sort of nervously befriended this Nimblewright, and you have an objective to go to Grinda Garloth's house
If I get
in
this,
the dock board.
if I get this number right back to the Temple of Gond, it's worth 500 gold to us.
Let's
On
do
the other
that.
hand, I'm gonna feel like a monster.
That's a good point.
Or you could
Oh.
have two Nimblewrights working at
Or
the
we
bar.
could keep him, and then we can use the gold that was in the saddlebags as our payment for that and come out even still.
I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think it would teach a certain someone a really good lesson about
Yes.
getting along with others
More
who
trouble.
are different from themselves.
More trouble for us is good for story. I like it.
But yes.
Alright.
Okay, so you are headed to Grinda Garloth's house then?
With the
Sorry?
number right, or
Yes,
did we want
let's take the Nimblewright back to Gralhund.
how about this? I'll put
Gralhund, sorry.
I'll
Our
put
troll house.
Lucien on Maladar.
Troll
with-
Skull.
Troll
Yeah.
skull, thank you.
Yeah. I'll put Lucien on Maladar with the number right, and we'll have them pop off over to
Okay. We go.
Troll.
just really
With
maximum fast.
the horseshoes of speed, it'll take about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
to
Okay,
get
we
there
go.
and back.
Depends on traffic. Traffic?
Yeah.
Well, at this
I
time of
go-
the evening, there's actually not much traffic on the.
We look amazing.
Also, we've established Lucienne knows her way around the city very well.
Mhm.
True.
Okay, friend. Look, it's Nim when I arrive. He
The
loves
horse
me.
is very, very winded after that ride.
Who's that bot?
It's
Who's
fine.
that bot? It's Nim.
It's Nim. Nim, this is friend who you built. Be friends again. Okay,
They
bye.
greet each other as them, and they go stand next to each other and sulk together.
They greet each other as Nim. I don't know why that sounded so funny to me.
They are Nimblewrights,
Yes.
hence the name.
Nim.
I know.
The
it's just-
Nimblewright. Wait, can one be Nim and the other one be right?
Bright. Nimbright.
Nimble.
Nimble and right.
Nimble and right.
Nimble and
yes.
Bright. Nimble and Bright. Yeah, that's it.
I like Nim and Bright personally.
Nim and
I
Bright.
like Nim and Bright, to be honest. Yeah. But it's short for Nimble and Bright.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So in due time, you make it back to the dock ward, and meet up with the rest of the group, who appear to be loitering out a dark alley somewhere, trying not to
Oh.
attract the.
Regular Saturday night for me. I don't know.
Squad.
So, is Book quiet like that entire half hour Lucien's gone? All right.
Book is
Mind
just-
blown.
that's fine. It's not that he's completely unresponsive. He's just subdued, is a better word.
Introspective.
Yeah, not silent, like giving her the cold shoulder. He's just like, okay, yeah. And he's thinking,
Yeah.
Octavia suggested that maybe I'm just like the construct by believing everything everyone tells me. But most of the people I believe are these people that I'm with.
They're your
What
friends.
does that mean? He's just confused. He's not angry. He's playing everything back in his mind.
Little
So,
seed of thought.
yeah. So while Lucien is off delivering, I'm gonna talk to Kolnov so that Book can overhear, talking about how Lucien's going to take the Nimblewright back to the temple, and hopefully they'll let us keep him and work in our bar, and that hopefully they'll still give us the payment for that.
Oh yes.
And that I've heard that the Temple of Gone sometimes pays in gold trade bars.
They
Ooh.
said that it was an abomination.
You hear that it's trade and gold bars, and Kolonov takes forever to catch on. And he's just like nodding along, like, yes, that's. I mean, that wasn't. I don't know. Well, I mean,
And to be honest,
Wait,
Octavia's
there's
not very
more
good at
gold
this
bars?
either, so I'm kind of talking a little over talking it,
feel
make
like maybe-
sure that Book hears it.
yes. It's like yes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then the moment you say something about the gold bars, Kolonov's like, oh, yes, that makes sense. Yes, that is the yes. That seems like the most likely course of action.
Okay.
Pretty
So
bad for Burke. Now.
Tomorrow, I need to
okay. So
sleep on this.
To Grinda Garlov.
Grindel.
Is that our plan?
Grinda
Grindel.
Garloth.
Grinda.
The crimes of Grindel Garloff.
I hope not.
Grinda.
well done.
So
Emma.
I need a. Give me a knowledge check.
History?
Yeah,
Is this about a
Oh,
human or
it
an
is.
orc?
It's knowledge about the area and
No.
heroes.
Words. 18.
18. Anybody want a knowledge arcana?
I'll
are we-
do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I got it. Don't worry.
Knowledge
Yeah.
Arcana.
Knowledge is totally Kulinal's specialty.
21.
Hey,
21. Okay. So you have heard of Grinda Garloth as a rather reputable mage. Extremely eccentric, very distant, not very personable. Octavia, you know of her by her reputation as a treasure hunter.
Wow.
She sort of trolls the bottom of the bay and brings back wreckage and salvages it.
Oof.
So she has often odd treasures and oddities around her shop.
I share what I know about her with my friends.
Perfect.
Oh.
Right, so you find your way to the X on the spot, and when you arrive, it's sort of the last of the fighting is stopping. Like it's over. You've literally just stumbled upon the end of a fight. There are several.
We're just a little bit too slow again. I swear.
Yeah, we didn't even light the last place on fire either.
I
I'm a little
know,
disappointed.
we're destined to show
What
up,
is everybody's
right?
passive perception?
12.
17.
17.
Like a 9. Something ridiculous like
Octavia is 17.
Yeah.
That is insane.
that. Yep. Rangers.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
and
the last
trained
time we
with
did do
perception.
perception in urban, you did say I used expertise on that, so I'd put that. But if that's not the case, it's just a 15.
Yeah, passive. Passive
Oh, yeah, well,
perception.
It's
If
just
I have a bonus to the number, that would apply to the passive as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Very nice.
It gives you, if you're
I see,
proficient,
I
you can.
see.
You have to have proficiency in perception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, 15 is good enough. Anyways.
Cool.
You notice that while everybody else is looking at the bodies, that there is a gazer sort of surveying from a long ways off the ground.
No. Don't.
By a long way.
No.
Is that outside dagger range?
By
No.
your estimation, 60 feet up directly from the ground, so about 75 from where you are.
That's right.
Short bow range. But no, I'm going to I'm gonna try to like nudge. Let's go with book and kind of get in.
Who's completely oblivious to your gesturing?
No. So what?
There's a
Yes,
gator
I
up
see
there.
the thing. What do you want?
So there are several bodies laying around the front of the door, and you get the impression that they've just been left here.
Any tattoos? Any tats? Then Xanathars?
Yes, they are. Let me double check. They are, interestingly enough, not Zentrum. They have the ring with the 10 spokes coming out. It's almost like war is broken out in the streets between these two guilds. You've come to recognize this as the Xanathar Guild logo.
Oh, she's checking out the bodies.
Guys,
I'm gonna
look.
just see if Grinda's right. Grinda?
The door is open.
I'm calling it out a little bit.
Shall we head in? Do you reckon it's safe?
Probably not.
As safe as the last house we went into.
That's true.
Uh,
So anyway,
As you make your way inside, there are a few more bodies laying around, and Grinda has put up a hell of a fight.
oh, she.
She has put up a hell of a fight. There is a dead rat in the middle of the floor, and you can see where she's been taken. The rat is awakened. It's not dead yet. It's dying. We'll say it's dying.
Oh, the,
It's an awakened rat. It raises its head and it looks up at you.
What happened to her?
cure wounds. Oh no, I'll do healing word.
Healing
Whichever.
word. Okay, you stabilize the rat, and it sort of pulls its aching, creaking bones. This very, very old rat up to its feet, and it says, "They've taken her. They've taken
This
her. She charged me with going to the family crypt with the stone, but I couldn't protect her.
Where's the stone?
In the family crypt, are you not listening?
I
You
didn't know
have
if
to
you made it
hurry.
to-
You have to get there. They've
Oh,
taken her.
okay, tell us where. Help us. I can't.
I
I
go.
hold it out in front of me. Lead us. Tell us where to go. Tell us where to go.
All right, the rat leads you through the city.
Octavia, You're probably better at this than I am.
I asked the rat, is this for the grave ward?
It is.
City of the
Okay, I'm gonna start using my find the path to double speed through the
I
the
healing
city
word
there.
rat.
You healing word a rat. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Nice
awaken
spell
rat.
slots. Nice spell slots. I love
It's not a
spells.
waste if it got us to where we need to go.
Yeah, it's good.
It's true. It's good. I also like that I saved a rat.
Mhm.
My pet now.
Mhm.
Yes.
Nope,
it's a-
nope, not your pet. Definitely
It's a-
still her
It's
familiar.
my pet.
Sentient
Mine
creature.
now.
It's mine.
It's 5
Sentient creature with
points
free
back,
will.
which is probably full for a rat.
I need a
But-
D10 roll from everybody.
Oh no.
Hit me.
Ooh, gosh.
As you're
Oh.
rushing through the
I
graveyard.
don't like that.
Okay, I actually with regard to the graveyard, I wanted to personally stealth.
Perfect.
Mhm.
I got an 8 on my D10.
5,
Good.
4,
9.
9. Perfect.
Nailed it. Get it.
8.
Hang on, I'm gonna hide.
Okay, so nobody got a 3 or below, so we're all good. It's okay.
Oh, and my stealth is 24.
You sneaky somewhere.
All right. So you make your way through the graveyard. It's definitely just after dark at this point. And the gates were locked. You've had to make your way over them or around them. So I'm going to have to get a roll from each of you.
Can I just pick the lock?
You can pick.
Alright, I'm gonna try that, and it might not work.
Every time it's climbing something, I get low. 6.
Okay, I got a 15 to pick the lock.
A 15 will be enough. So
Okay.
Lucian is halfway up over the top and then fails because Octavia opens the gate. And you sort of get like a little tear up the back of your shirt. You're just like, seriously?
And she can't see me because I'm stealth.
Who opened the gate? I'll stab you in the
Withdraw my
eye.
sword.
Ooh.
Dark vision doesn't help you now.
Oh, I have 60 feet of that.
Yeah, but you
All
can't.
right.
You see Octavia somehow.
Yeah.
So the
Oh.
rat gestures off wildly towards the other side of the graveyard. Hurry! Hurry!
Okay, we're
They
going.
captured her. Okay.
Clank, 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 clank.
The opposite of stealth.
Why are you being so stealthy?
I am being stealthy.
Line agility to give myself an extra burst of speed running ahead of everybody.
Excellent, excellent. So you guys charge all the way down the end of the row and into the mausoleum. And in the mausoleum you find the crypts have all been broken open. The bones are gone. And laying on the ground is
No.
Grinda Garloth,
Dead.
breathing her last. She's been
No.
stabbed in the ribs.
Breathing? Cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
You said breathing.
Yes, she's breathing.
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay. Okay. She.
Fuck! I'm a hero. Okay.
I'm a hero.
I should have been a cleric. I knew I should have been a cleric. And this old lady with with this massive wound on her side pulls herself to her feet.
9 hit points.
Excellent.
Oh god.
And the rat
9.
leaps from your arms and onto her shoulder, and Grinda is very happy. She says, They've taken my ancestors. You must... They've taken the stone. They've taken my ancestors.
Knew it.
You must go find them.
Well, where are they? Where did they go?
I don't know, but they dropped this. And she holds up this key. She picks it up off there. I managed to snatch it from their waist. This is fine workmanship. You find the initials on this silver key. EB. I know a fine locksmith. You must go and see who crafted this. Let me switch to the right page.
Gosh. This is so much.
This is so quest line.
I love it. I love
Initials
being given
EB.
keys. It's my favorite thing. I love it.
Yeah. Does it look anything like the Lady Gralhund key?
It does not. This one is covered in filigree and is made of silver and is not tarnished. It is very bright. This is a well-kept key. It is the key to something, and it is fresh minted.
Okay.
Elaspra should know something about this, but you must find her.
Elaspra.
Okay.
Let's see. Where,
Locksmith.
on your way out,
Before you leave, I just wanted to just ask. So do you actually know what this stone does? Because everyone keeps talking about it, and I don't actually really have any clue what it does. As Octavia starts talking, she just kind of appears out of the darkness. Where once she was gone,
no.
now she is here.
Oh, I've only just survived. Don't come out of the darkness like that. You look very shady when you do that.
Give her a heart attack, Octavia.
The stone, it's oh, you'll have to give me a moment. You've given me quite. You're with them.
We are.
Yes. I was standing right here.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
I don't know anything about the stone. I know that it was once a great creature, that it knows many secrets, but it has a consciousness. You'll have to ask it what it knows.
More sentient
Look, it's
objects.
gonna be so fucked up with this whole situation.
A
It
stone
is
that has a
stone,
mind?
it is
But be
not a
careful. This one's gonna be evil.
Right.
So-
He's gonna learn to trust right at the wrong time.
She
Yeah.
marks on your map a location in Dockward where this key could have been made by Elaspra, but it is after hours. After pounding on the door for quite some time, Elaspra answers the door and agrees that yes, she didn't craft this key, but is unwilling to give you any information.
Elaspra, I don't think you understand the situation we're in. We are
Yes,
members of.
you found a key and you want to know what it unlocks so you can go loot it. I understand, but I'm not going to help you.
I don't want to go loot it.
No.
We are conducting an investigation with the City Watch into criminal doings in this city.
She starts laughing outright. She's like, "You think I've never heard that from the City Watch before? Have you never been down here? You're all as corrupt as corruption be.
Excuse you, I'm from here. Kind of.
You're not
Close by.
helping your argument."
That's probably not a good. Yeah.
Do you know Grinda?
And in response to the Grey Paw, she says, "Yes, the Grey Paw are very well known, and I'm sure the Grey Hands are very well known. They are Force Grey is very respectable around the city, and I've worked with them on many occasions, but they do not usually come asking me about a key. I'll need a persuasion roll."
All right.
Understand? Yes.
Points to
Okay.
Lucian.
Right. I have a plus. I think I've got like a +6. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Not when I roll a 5 though, and I get an 11.
Oh. Ah.
I thought she was asking me. Never mind.
Well, actually, no. That's a good point. Was she asking me or was she asking Book?
Or was Book assisting in the persuasion?
Or was Book assisting in the persuasion because Force
Yeah,
Grey?
either way, because Book was the one.
I'll go with that. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Try again.
Oh, augmented 20. So
A dirty 20.
30 20.
Dirty.
It's dirty. All
Thanks,
right.
Book.
Dirty as the Growlins.
I will not give you the information, but I will allow you to search my records, and if you should find the information that you are looking for, then so be it.
Fair.
Thank
She brings you
you.
inside and shows you the records. It takes maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you come across a drawing of this precise key, and you see that it goes to a lock that she's made that goes into a tower.
Okay.
Let me get to the right section.
Key goes into a tower. Okay.
Am I crazy here? No, here we
Is it
go.
a general question? Or just in this particular moment?
All right. So she did a job for an odd couple that came through a while back to craft this key to secure an area in a public windmill. It's been abandoned, and there's a lot of squatting in there, and they really felt that they needed to be more protective of their possessions. So she tells
Public
you,
mill.
when you pull up the correct record and show it to her, she tells you that you will need to be in search of the individual she made the contract with, which was...
I'm about to hit 2 pages of notes for this session.
Wow.
Mhm.
I'm on like 3.5.
Volkar Kibbins.
Who?
Gibbons.
Can you say that first name again?
Volkar, Volkarr. Kibbins. And Erlaster Gan. They're a couple living in the North Ward, I want to say.
Where the affluent people live.
Volkar
A rundown abandoned windmill in the North Ward?
No, that's what I'm saying, I believe, because I'm going off memory where it was located.
They live in the North Ward. The abandoned windmill could be somewhere else.
I
That's
feel
why
like
they
when
put
I-
lock on it.
Yeah.
I feel like when I run this game, I'm gonna be making up a lot of the stuff on the fly for
Yep.
like where they sit in the city.
Yep, and you will too. Okay, so yeah, it is actually in the dock ward, we're gonna say.
Okay.
Cool.
But
Nice.
with that, as you arrive at this decrepit, broken down windmill, the squatters have built lean-tos and makeshift tents up against the sides of it and have taken over a good portion of the lower levels. We are going to call it a break and go
Yeah.
to next week.
Guys, that was a whirlwind.
I make a
That
skill check to
was-
sneak past the DM and keep playing.
No. My fuzz here.
It's a dirty 20.
Your fuzz.
Ooh, fuzz good.
Yeah.
Fuzz,
no.
so good. I had it
Oh, yeah.
yesterday.
You have to get it fresh too, because the vermicelli
Exactly.
they'll dissipate,
My wife wanted
Yeah.
Great.
or the meat's overcooked. You
It's
can't
after
leave
2
it
o'clock
raw.
here, so yes.
Yep.
Go, my friend.
So
Great
we will-
session, everyone.
We
And,
are
tune in
Trail.
next week. We will find out what is going on with the Stone of Galore and what's this odd couple doing in a tower in the middle of nowhere if they're from the North Ward. That's a little bit odd.
Is it an odd couple or the odd couple?
It
Yeah, I
is-
was kind of doing the music.
Odd parents, fairly odd parents.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
no.
different. Then.
That's some
That's
winged
something else
crazy
entirely.
magic.
Still
thing.
pretty good.
Okay,
I've-
so
If they talk like Jack Lemmon and Martin Landau, I'll be very impressed.
I'm gonna go study that.
Not Martin Landau. Anyway, you'll get it.
That's-
Okay.
All right, great session, everyone. I'm gonna cut it, and
Lots of fun.
thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, friends.